Okay, here we go. Welcome, everybody. On behalf of Debbie McKinney, Olivia Vo, and myself, we want to welcome all of our visitors today. If this is your first time in the chat box, please type #newbie. We record all of our events for training purposes, but members get access to the free replays on our YouTube channel. We do have several sessions already up there available, especially last weekend for the general public so that you can go and view at your leisure. My name is Nancy Gaskins, and I help entrepreneurs like you discover creative ways to grow your business. I teach you how to do this by leveraging the power of referral partnerships, masterminds, and cooperative projects. Folks, eagles don't hang out with turkeys and chickens. You showed up today, so that tells me that you're either an eagle or you're an aspiring eagle. We're all glad you're here, and by the end of the session today, we hope that you'll decide to join our team and come soar with us. You may or may not have ever experienced the power of a mastermind. Masterminds can be the reason that you crush every single goal that you set out for your life, that is personal or professional. It's also a reason how you can build a business model that can fund the life of your dreams. Could you use a frontline profit machine like that to grow your business? This platform that we've developed is a fun, interactive, very supportive space for entrepreneurs to gather and surround themselves with eagles, ordinary people who desire to live an extraordinary life. Entrepreneurs that can not only make you feel limitless, but can give you access to the people, tools, resources, and strategies that you need to do so. Trust me, you're not going to find that anywhere else. So tell me what you need. How can we help? The more I know, the more you grow. Not everyone in this room today is going to be your customer, but 100% of us are your referral partners. You just have to educate us and let us know how we can help you. So, do you need help with your elevator pitch? We can teach you how to pitch like a pro. Do you need social media strategies? We got experts like Olivia and Jessica. Do you need leads, sales, help with business strategies? We have a mid-month mastermind session that's beginning in July that can cover all those challenges. How about introductions? Do you need a graphic designer, coach, accountability partner? You want to buy some gold? Are you looking for a travel guy? Guess what? Marsha, Fernando, or Claudio is there to help. Our referral partnership network runs wide and deep, so folks, you need to tap into it. What about a platform to launch your speaking career? Perhaps you have a dream to write a book, start a blog, build some digital courses, launch a podcast, or maybe you just want to be a guest on one of those platforms. We have a co-op for all that stuff too. Maybe you need to bounce some ideas off some folks and get some feedback. Our masterminds are filled with brilliant, fascinating people who are not only eager, but are happy to help. There's something magical that happens when you get a group of entrepreneurs from around the world together in the same room. Not only do you make great connections, but we can build lifetime friendships and help you solve your most pressing issues. But the best part is you're constantly being challenged and inspired to rise higher, go further, faster. That's because you're being exposed to some of the most creative, brilliant minds on the planet. Who are we? We're the entrepreneur. So here's what to expect today. Here's our format. Due to limited space, it's very imperative that each one of y'all register each week to join us so that I know how many facilitators that I'll need for each of the breakout rooms. We're going to start using breakout rooms next week. You can pre-register for multiple events at one time to secure your seat. So that means you can register for all month long. Boom, boom, boom. Next, make sure that your name and business information is on the screen and make sure that you're using gallery view. Next, take a screenshot. You need to take a screenshot of everybody here so that you've got a face to put with the name. The other thing that I want you to do is over here on your chat where it says everyone, click on that down arrow and take a couple of screenshots so that you make sure that you've got every single person's name. You'll also be able to save the chat after the event is over, and you do that by clicking on the 3 little dots over there at the bottom of the chat screen by File. You need to be sure and follow up and connect with every single participant here. Remember, not everybody here is going to be your customer, but 100% of everybody is your referral partner. Here's the success formula. You attract, engage, connect, and close. That will work 100% of every single time. Is anybody here a subject matter expert, or do you know of one? Each week we'll have a 10-minute training session on some small business development topic from a guest speaker, trainer, or a subject matter expert. This is a great way to share your expertise and get exposure for your business. This is a free option for our members only. If you're interested in getting on the list for an upcoming session, please type in the chat box hashtag SME. That stands for Subject Matter Expert. I know we've got a lot of experts in here, and I can't wait to get you up here. Last but not least, you're going to practice and perfect your elevator pitch and offer. This portion each week is a virtual marketplace training session. You're going to have 3 minutes to pitch, give only one offer for any of your products and services. Then you'll be able to put that offer over in the chat box for everyone. You're going to get coaching and peer feedback. Honest, constructive feedback. This is not going to be what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Our goal is to help everybody in this group to rise higher, go further, faster. If you're doing something that we know immediately, if you're off on a tangent or something like that, or whatever it is, we're going to stop you dead in your tracks. We're not trying to be ugly with you. We love you. We just want to make you better, so we're going to stop it right then. Next week, we're going to divide everybody up in a breakout rooms, probably be 10 to 15 per room. We want everybody to have plenty of time to practice. I will be recording every single session, so you'll be able to, if you're a member, you'll be able to do those replays and catch all the notes. You need to make sure that you have a notebook beside you with a pen and paper, because every time somebody pitches, you need to write their name down and write something else about them. Remember, this is about building relationships. The more you know, the more you grow, the more they grow, the more we grow as a team. So this is a time to connect with others. Please don't be multitasking. Keep your camera on at all times. I understand that certain things happen. Sometimes we get, you know, something going on in the background that we need to take care of. That's perfectly understandable. Some of you may have appointments that you come in and come out today, and also I know that, so that's cool too. Don't worry about it. So any questions before I go into the announcements today? Anything? Olivia and Claudia, y'all help me look for hands because I've got multiple screens here. Thank you. Okay, got lots of exciting things on the horizon. Right now, we're in the middle of a membership drive kickoff, and it's going to end Sunday at 5 p.m. So we've got a bunch of new members here this week. We'll call you out here shortly. Here's what you get. 52 weekly Lunch and Learn Zoom Fridays, just like these sessions. 1 mid-month mastermind strategy each month, a private Facebook group, access to cross-promotion introductions across all of our platforms, and there are many, the option to participate in co-ops, joint ventures, and cooperative projects, and be part of our referral partnership network. I know that's a mouthful, and these benefits are growing daily. Livia, in fact, is going to tell you about hers here shortly. But for a limited time only, until Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, you can join for $65 a year. Guys, that is a steal any way you want to slice it. So to take advantage of this opportunity, in the chat box, type hashtag show me the money. Prices go up.
Nancy, what is the date? What is the date that it ends?
It's this Sunday. I don't have that date in front of me. Today is the 19th, so this Sunday. So the price is going to go up.
21st. Okay.
Okay, so the price is going to go up on Sunday, so if you're interested in joining, now is the time. Here's the membership goals, and here's how we're going to do this. The first one, our first goal is 100 new members by Sunday, okay? Then we're going to have a price increase. The next goal will be 500 members. Then we're going to have a price increase. Then we have 1,000 new members in 6 weeks. Did you hear me? 6 weeks. This is very exciting. This is how we're going to do it. Every time we reach a new milestone, the price is going to go up because why? Our network has grown exponentially and we're able to provide that much more value to everyone that's participating. So you need to get in early. So here's how you can help. Help us help you. Each person here, all you need to do is invite at least one new person to join us here on this platform each and every week. 30 turns into 60, turns into 120, turns into 240 to 480. And just like most of you here that can attest, once you attend a time or two, you're going to see the tremendous value. To sweeten the deal, we're going to offer a $10 affiliate commission. Now, guys, this is only $65 a year. That's huge, okay? We want to grow this thing and we want to grow it fast. So you'll get a $10 affiliate commission for all your referrals. If you refer 7, you're already in profit mode. We have a special prize for whoever brings in the most referrals by Sunday, 5 p.m. to help us reach our 100 member goal. That'll be founding members, the first 100, and you'll have some special benefits to go along with that. So repeat offenders, if you have attended any of our events, please share a few words about your experience over there in the comments while I finish up here. Okay?
And actually, I have to tell you, that price is incredible. Everybody's telling Nancy she's crazy because there's so much value here. So I suggest jump in now. This thing is just incredible. And Nancy, you've got an amazing heart.
Well, what you don't know is we give 10% to affiliates. I tithe to God 10% and I donate 10%. So by the time that you get all of that, there's very little left right now just on this. Obviously, this is the top of our funnel and several of us really are believing in this effort. And Debbie and Olivia, I really thank you guys for helping me with this from the bottom of my heart, and all you guys who've been doing it. So thank you for that. So here's a couple of things that's going on that you need to know about. Some of you that have already met with me on our 15-minute meet and greet already know, but we're starting this in July. We've got a direct sales and a home-based business co-op. Imagine getting a piece of the action from each of the top 100 direct sales companies. That's possible when you join our co-op. So how does it work? We each pitch in a few bucks every 90 days. We conduct an ad campaign that drives people to our home-based business directory website, and then we split any rewards. Do you need another stream of income? You can also use our link to promote this business and products as an affiliate as if it were your very own business. This month, we're adding Young Living, Banner Season, and Asira. Okay, that's the ones we're focused on this month. Now, it's my understanding that Asira has a pre-launch deadline by the end of the month, so that would be June 30th, and it is a $499 price tag to get in on the best value. So guys, if we want to do this, we need to jump in and get on that quickly. Let me know if you're interested, how much to join this co-op. All of the different things that we have available are optional. You're a member, so you have access to it. Doesn't mean you have to do it. But if you want to do it, this co-op will be $35 a year and $10 a month paid quarterly. Your quarterly payment won't be due till August. I understand y'all got a lot of things being thrown at you right now, but we need to start an ad campaign. We need to get this website finished so that we've got somewhere to send everybody. And this is going to be a one-stop shop for home-based business opportunities. So you can buy products, you can become an affiliate, you can join these companies. So if any of you got a direct sales company that you want in, I'm only going to accept 1 rep per company, okay? 1 rep per company. So in the chat box, if you're interested in that, if you want to learn more business, I'm going to do a little brainstorming session. For that, type in hashtag co-op, C-O-O-P. The next project that we have that's a cooperative project that I'm super excited about is this book we talked about. We've got kind of a name that we're playing with, and I'm open for suggestions, but Virtual Marketplace Mastery, How to Pitch Like a Pro. This is going to be a cooperative book effort among all of our members and contest participants. Many businesses have had to pivot to online, and so we are in an excellent position to help them make this transition more profitable by teaching them everything that we've learned about virtual marketplaces. I talked to Trainer Jane yesterday, and she's going to do a chapter in there, and I've been talking to several of you about putting a chapter in here. If you have something that would be beneficial, you need to really let me know. If you're a member, you're going to have the option to get your pitch, your picture, links, and video included in this book. You can buy this book. We're going to make once a month, we're going to do one big order because that's when you get the best deals from the printing press, okay? So basically, you'll be able to buy it at say 50%, 40 or 50%, whatever it is, and you'll be able to take it with you and sell it at your events. The other thing that you can do is just put it up like a regular affiliate link on your website or whatever to make some extra money off of that. So that's pretty cool. Next, Laurel Langmeyer announced a new meetup marketplace for all of us repeat offenders. It's going to be June 29th from 12 to 4. Debbie, do you have any details that you can share with us on that?
Okay. Yeah, for anybody who has attended Laurel's virtual meetup in Marketplace, on Monday the 29th, and they're still working out the details. Anybody that knows Laurel, she builds the plane as she flies. And it'll start on a Monday afternoon, a quick recap from Laurel, and then probably go into rooms just for a short period of time. And then she's going to put us in a big room where everybody just sells. It's 3 to 5 hours is what I've heard. And so that's for anybody who has already been there. And now the virtual meetups and marketplaces, which will be July 15th through the 17th, will be the same format that we've attended, but that will only be for first-time attendees.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is Jessica on here? I haven't seen her yet. Okay.
I haven't seen her.
Guess what, folks? For those of you who've been to Laurel's events, you know she always has the top 3 winners, and there have some special prizes. Well, our very own Jessica actually won, and so she was in the top 3. So, way to go, Jessica.
She was third.
Okay. Well, I knew. You're right.
She was in the top 3, yes.
Yeah, she was in the top 3. So anyways, all of us was sitting there because Laurel put her on the hot seat, and let me tell you, she run her through the mill, and she was great. I mean, she did fantastic, and we were all just cheering her on. You go, girl. And we were so proud. So make sure you go on and congratulate her on social media. And I did put a post on my personal, and I think I shared it to our other page. So make sure y'all reach out to her. That was the first time that she attended that event, and man, she killed it. It was great. So we want to say congratulations to Jessica. Before we get started, Debbie, Olivia, do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
Yes, I want to say we've gone international. So not only are we in the US, Canada, we're also in the Philippines. I've got my business associate, Shai Espinosa, on this call. So she's my +1 today. So thank you, Shai, for hopping on. And she's a social media guru. So she and I have big plans, big dreams. So you'll hear from her soon enough.
Great. Welcome, Shai. We're glad you're here. Debbie, do you have anything else? Okay.
Every time I hit it, it would go back. Anyway, so no, I don't. I'll just be quiet.
All right. Here we go. So the first thing that we do is part of this is called Lunch and Learn Zoom Fridays, and that's what we use on our hashtag. So if you want to find out what we're doing, you can look on the internet or put that in, hashtag Lunch and Learn Zoom Fridays. Make sure you go to our Facebook page and like it and give us a review after you finish, because I know you're going to love it. So without further ado, Miss Olivia Vo, which is our LinkedIn expert, she's been giving us some great training over the last few weeks. In case you missed it, you can go on our YouTube channel and catch those. So Olivia, take it away.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nancy, for the introduction. Nancy, I had emailed you my PowerPoint. If you go ahead and pull that up for us. And in the meantime, welcome, welcome everyone. It's so exciting to see new faces. And just to reiterate what Nancy has been saying, it is so exciting to be on the ground floor of this brand new initiative with the masterminds, with the lunch and learn. So I really encourage you all to set aside the commitment and whatever funding you need to get together and work out some deal with her to make that Sunday deadline. So again, Sunday, June 21st at 5 p.m. Central is our deadline for the membership drive. So again, the price is going to go up every time we hit our milestone. So this is the best time to get in today. So hashtag, get in today. Excellent. So for those of you who are new to this, I would like to just say I acknowledge you for committing the time to us. This is a huge chunk of your time out of your day. So we really do appreciate that. We want to get you as much value out of this time as much as possible. So that being said, just give yourselves a high five. This is what it looks like. So everyone go ahead and do that. So high five to yourself just for honoring that commitment you've made to show up and be here and just learn from everyone. All right, so here we go. Here is my presentation for today. And let's see, Nancy, the first slide with my done for you offer. Perfect, here we go. And then can we zoom in? All right, excellent. So those of you who are on the fence about joining and becoming a member, I've got something else that's really special to sweeten the deal. So as you all know, I am the LinkedIn authority for your branding on LinkedIn social media. And this is what I can do for you. And this is for members only, paid members. So if you do sign up, hashtag LinkedIn, I will need to cross-check with Nancy to make sure that you are a paid member. So my offer to you, because I know how important it is for you to get on LinkedIn, to get exposure, to really cultivate a following and a presence, I've got a 4-step plan. So number one, we get together for a discovery call and I find out a little bit more about you, who you are, what you're about, and what you want to promote on LinkedIn. Number two, you give me all the content, images, quotes, your favorite phrases, whatever it is. We put together a whole library that I can pull from to start posting on your behalf. And we implement the top 5 things that I think every LinkedIn profile needs. So this includes your profile picture, your headline, your cover photo, your about section, your featured section. Okay, those are the top 5 things that needs to be present on your LinkedIn profile. So I will go ahead and implement that on your behalf. And then lastly, for 1 week, I will engage and post as you to find new followers. So imagine having me just inside your LinkedIn profile, and we do secured password sharing, and I just log in and post as you in your words, relevant content to get you new followers and new connections for your business. The last step, because you'll notice it's a 4-step. So the last step, number 4, would be I am looking for referrals. I'm looking for testimonials. I'm in the process of launching my internet success website and my webinar series. I'm doing an 8-module LinkedIn training class that's coming soon in the summer here. So I definitely need testimonials. And so by working with me, I would really love that value exchange. So my contact information will be put in the chat shortly. And you can find me on LinkedIn. I'm under linkedin.com/in/recruiter-pro-Olivia. So find me there, connect with me there, and let's get you signed in as a member. I look forward to working with you. All right, next slide, please, Nancy. We'll do a LinkedIn check-in. Perfect. So for those of you who are coming back every week, I really appreciate it. I hope the training I've given you has been valuable. So just wanted to check in and just reiterate some of the progress we've made so far. Next slide, please. Excellent. So we have what's called LinkedIn building blocks, right? So before you can even post or engage or comment on LinkedIn, we got to know who you are. So the first thing is we talked a lot about profile picture, what goes into profile picture, some of the strategies behind that. You can look at my past replays on Zoom to find out information about how to customize your profile picture. We've talked a lot about cover photo, why having that banner behind you is so important. It's a prime visual real estate. And we talked a lot about the headliner, why that's so important also, just to captivate attention, to get people interested in having a conversation with you in that headliner section, who you are, what you do, and your call to action. We've talked also about the about section, using emojis, for example, and highlighting that section to showcase your services, your products, whatever it may be. And then we've talked about feature section. So utilizing this tool to enhance your profile so that way you can include external links to your websites, testimonials, videos, whatever you have as creative media to elevate your LinkedIn profile. And today what I want to talk to you about is experience. So that's another LinkedIn profile building block. And before I do that, I just want to give a shout out to my student of the week. Next slide, please. Next slide, Nancy, for student of the week.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Not wanting to go.
So my student of the week, I know she's on this call because she's been on every call, is Tracy Karn Sharp. So we'll pull her up in a few minutes here. I want to show you some of the tremendous changes she's made on her profile. I've got some screenshots to share with you. Okay, perfect. There, one more. There we go. So Tracy, let's unmute you for a moment here and let's just walk through what changes have you made in the past week regarding your LinkedIn?
Oh my goodness, so many changes. I didn't even know that, Olivia, before you told me that I could change that the overlying picture, not my profile picture, but the headline picture. So I changed that. As per your recommendation, I added stuff to a feature section that, again, I didn't even know existed. Changed my headline, added experience. I've been posting every day since I started working with you. Like, it's like everything's changed.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tracy. So yes, so guys, there are amazing tools that are being underutilized on LinkedIn. So I'm here to help you uncover those and to really start seeing what the benefits of LinkedIn are. And it's a lot of fun to use. And so I had suggested to Tracy, you know, if you're stuck on what to put in the featured section, why don't we go on Canva and just throw together a little tip sheet, you know, my 3 favorite oils. And so there she got it. She's got 3 favorite oils that she features. It's a nice little promo. If you click on it, make it bigger, she's got how to contact her for a complimentary session on how essential oils can enhance your life. Her call to actions in her headline, you know, call me, ask me how, dance, because she's a dance instructor, dance choreographer. So how can dance and essential oils enhance your life? Like if I saw that, I mean, yeah, I would definitely be so intrigued just to even learn more about her and send her connection request. All right, so next slide, please. So now that she's got that part done, right, the featured section, the next section we want to talk about is experience. So the featured section is really awesome because that's a way for you to include those external links. So like I said, if you've got videos, websites, tip sheets, PDFs, presentations, whatever. But keep in mind, you can also do the same media content within your experience section. So when I first started working with Tracy, you know, she had the unique combination of not just doTERRA oils, but her dance background. And that's wonderful. That's part of her history. That's part of who she is. And so she said, you know, how do I highlight both? And so, you know, within the experience section, if you notice here, there's a little plus sign to add information and a little edit button to edit information as well. So those are the 2 icons you just really need to know. It's super easy. And once you go into those icons, it's going to ask you, do you want to add media? And this could be a link, external documents, photos, sites, videos, presentations, etc. right? So that's the section where you can even add more content relative to your experience. And if you've got previous experience in another field, this is where you highlight it too. It's just so not to confuse people, you know, if you've got too much going on, I would suggest, you know, in the top section, your about, your headliner, featured, you focus on one, but then at the same time in the media section within the experience, you break out, you know, different pieces of content there too, and keeping it, I think, really concise and organized. So the next slide, please, will show you what to include. So this is something I pulled from LinkedIn Help. I mean, they make it super easy. You can read it here on your own, you know, media file types supported for your profile. They're encouraging you to do this. I know sometimes on different social media platforms, they want you to stay within that site and not go to external links, but here they're actually encouraging you. So if you've got a news article that's highlighting you, or if you sign up with Jessica, who is our other LinkedIn expert, I mean, she does amazing things with your outreach. So, you know, providing you with an interview on YouTube, writing an article on your behalf. So if you do that with her and you include it here, I mean, that's powerful, right? So that's really powerful. So get started with me on making sure your profile is in line and for your branding. And then I, graduate you over to Jessica so she can help you with your outreach and getting a featured article. She interviews you and puts this on YouTube and puts it in the, publish site of LinkedIn. So you really got to think about LinkedIn as your personal mini website and include all these contents. So don't just take my word for it here. In my next slide, I have an example to show you. All right, so this is one of my colleagues, Rhonda Schur. So Rhonda is a fellow LinkedIn trainer, and you may be curious, why is Olivia promoting other people? And you know what? It's okay. There's enough competition to go around. I don't even think of it as competition. I think of it as co-opetition, okay? So Rhonda is all the way on West Coast. I mean, she is super niche. She targets real estate owners out in California, and here I am in the East Coast in Jacksonville. So I feel like there's plenty of information to go around and distribute and to work together. I've called Rhonda for help. She is someone who I greatly admire. I want to emulate myself after her, and I've learned so much about her. But anyway, so I like to use her example because I think that she is one of the best people out there to really just maximize that media section within experience. I mean, she's got like links here, as you can see, to her video, to her PDF, and it's amazing. She's got like 9 pieces of content embedded within the experience section. So this is really, really powerful. So you can learn as much about her as you can just from this site alone without even having to leave and go into her website, because it's all there for you. I mean, if you click on the YouTube, it's going to pop up right there in the LinkedIn stream. All right, awesome. So just want to encourage you to, again, focus on these building blocks, right, that we've covered here, and highlight the experience section. And then next week, we'll talk more about posting engagement, but that is my presentation for today. So thank you very much. We're in it together. So how to get in touch with me, this is my contact information. You can feel free to take a screenshot. I also will include it in my chat box here, all my contact information. So I look forward to linking in with you soon.
Wow, I think that deserves clappy hands, right? Let's learn how to use Zoom. Besides you do that, go down there to your reactions and show her how much we appreciate all of that. She has really been working her hind end off on helping you guys, and gosh, she's doing this pro bono. I mean, this is all fantastic stuff. She's got with probably most of you by now and has given you tidbits. So Olivia, we are so honored and happy to have you here on our team. So thank you for all that you do.
So Olivia, I got a quick question. What would you suggest as far as determining whether to post some video in your experience versus your featured section?
It depends on what you want to highlight, so in your case, Bruce, because I know you've got a really long career history. I mean, my gosh, 30 years at Boeing. So I would think it's just up to you. I mean, for you, from what I've learned about you so far, Bruce, I mean, you're really into that positive mindset. I love your positive mindset tool. I signed up for that. So I would just highlight that first in the featured section, right? And then you've got all these other health and wellness, nutrition that you're into in the experience section. So why don't we break it down, whether that's the isogenics or whether that's the, positive mindset, break it down and include little links there too.
Fantastic. Okay, since we have a lot of new people here today, I'm going to give a few little insights to help you kind of give you the pattern and how the direction is that we're going on. What we're working on is we're working on a 30-second pitch. That'll be for next week, by the way, so I'm giving you a heads up. Start working on that. That's about 1 or 2 sentences that is succinctly tells who you are, what you do, and how you can help. Okay? That's what you're working on for next week. So we have a 30-second pitch, a 1.5 minutes, a 3-minute pitch, which is what we're doing today, all the way up to a 10-minute presentation. There's different styles and different methods for you to do a pitch. We want you to be comfortable in every single situation that you find yourself in. What I say is, no matter whether you're at the grocery store, at the ball game, in a professional networking group, You need to have tools in your toolbox so that you can bring yourself out and let people know, because it's all about referral partnerships. It's not about sales, it's about relationships. And in order to do that, everybody in your sphere of influence needs to know who you are and what you do and how they can serve you and how you can serve them. For the last few weeks, we've been working on some cross-pollinations. This has been really cool to watch you guys do this. We've been modeling this for you on my social media sites, and we tell you to go do the same thing. Some of the things that we've been doing is social media introductions. We don't just spam and say, hey, this is my friend Claudio, he's with World Ventures, go see him. We don't do that. We talk about something interesting, bring it in, do a video, whatever that might be. So anyways, go check those out. We've been doing testimonials. Some of the things that you are not taking advantage of is testimonials. Even though you might not be in the same leg of your company, if you use these products that each one of us in this network is using, say so. Put it in a chat if you're in a networking group. Edify these people, lift them up so that other people in there who've not had any experience with this company knows that it's a great company, knows that it has products and services. I've got pretty emotional this week for some of you guys. You've been giving me some really great testimonials and some feedback. And I was laughing, telling Debbie last night, I don't need that. I didn't think I needed that. I've never been a person that needed that. But man, it has been awesome. And y'all have just warmed my heart. And it's just been, man, I have just been crying. Y'all are killing me here. But anyways, I love it. So if somebody like me who don't think they need that, we all need that. So make sure that you're doing that. Give people testimonials. Go on each other's Facebook pages, like them, give them a 5-star rating or whatever your experience is, because all of these things help. How do you grab them? I just simply took a screenshot of what y'all said in whatever meeting we was in, and I cut and pasted that, and then I made one thread, and I just said what people are saying, and I put each one of y'all, when you wrote something nice and sweet about me, hint, 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 I put that over there and I tagged you. So you guys can emulate that. It's really cool. Sometimes that's called swipe files and modeling. It's not called stealing. What it is we're finding things that work and that resonate with folks, so go ahead and do it. If you find something that works, by all means, share it. Bruce, let me see if I can get you in here. He found something cool that he could do. Let's see here. And see if you can do a screen share.
Let's see. I don't know, is it showing
Nice.
in?
It is.
Okay,
Mhm.
so this is just my home page. So I discovered in LinkedIn, Olivia tagged me in a post where someone was talking about animating your logo. And I got thinking, well, I know how to do that. I just haven't went down that path before. So I started playing around. So here's what I did with my Barnes Unlimited logo. You'll notice the top one only goes once, and the bottom one will loop several times. So there's a couple different ways of doing it. So that's my Barnes Unlimited logo. Then my Actualize Your Full Potential logo has a kind of an infinity loop in it. So this is what I did with that. Come on. And the bottom one again will loop. So you got a couple options. You can have it do just once or have a continuous loop. So anyway, that just kind of a neat little option. You can, and it depends on the logo. There's some of them that are complicated that I wouldn't have the skills to do a really complicated one. But
Well, I thought that was really neat, and I asked him to share that with you guys, because here's the deal, folks. There is enough success for all of us, And we need to be sharing the love. And that means when you come up with cool stuff and you find things, share it with the group so we all can use it. Same thing goes if you're in the same company. There might be 2 reps of the same company in here. Find a way that we can cooperate, or one week you promote one thing, they promote something else, and then you tag team together and you work together, because guess what? That gives you 2 exposures for your particular company. Just like Fernando. Fernando's got a team member that comes in here sometimes, and both of them work together, and it's really neat to do and see how creative that people can get. So without further ado, we are going to get started on our pitches. Just as a reminder, you'll get 2 minutes and 1 minute for questions, which most of you will be doing 3 minutes, which is a-okay. We'll be giving you some feedback and some coaching tips. You can take it or leave it. We're just all here from different variety of backgrounds and experience levels, but I think you'll find it to be very valuable and you'll love how we do this. So if you have also, we're going to open up a private group on Facebook. I want you all to practice and do a 3-minute video, and we're going to put them in there, and then everybody give each other feedback, and then we're going to upload to our YouTube channel. We've already started that on my Facebook page, but everybody here will be invited to that private Facebook page where you can share your videos. Now, this is not supposed to be professional level quality. This is just like we're sitting right here, because this is who we are. Okay, we can worry about all of that stuff a little bit later. Right now, I want you to get you comfortable in front of the camera, comfortable in promoting yourself in 3 minutes or less, and you can use pictures or your product or service, or include that or whatever, but just play with it and just have fun with it. Okay, so here we go. First one up, Debbie with a Y.
Well, hi there. I'm Debbie McKinney, and that's Debbie with the Y from Niceville, Florida, also the Sunshine State. And I'm in the business of changing lives, health and wealth, with real products that get real results, guaranteed. Now, if you think this is just another thing, that would be a big mistake. So I want to share with you a friend of mine who's a nutritionist, Bonnie. And she even said to me, 85% of the diets don't work. And she struggled with her own weight and knows this frustration firsthand of dieting and losing weight and gaining it. She found a transformation system, lost 40 pounds in 4 months, and was never hungry. And best of all, 3 years later, her weight is still off. So what I'm offering today is the Zurvita Weight Loss Transformation System. And now until the end of June, you can save $50. It includes Zeal, which is a secret weapon to weight loss, protein for muscle building, cleanse to get rid of all the junk, burn calories, a transformation workbook, and what they're including is free shipping, free amino acids, and a coupon for 30% off. And then anybody who purchases with me through June gets a secret special, trying to think of it, bonus. So anyway, hashtag transformation. Here are 2 ways to take advantage of this offer. 1, connect with me one-on-one, and we'll go through and answer any questions, pick out flavor options, or let's talk as referral partners, and I'll put my information in the chat, or go to my website and pick it out. If you have any questions, feel free to touch base with me. I want to lock arms with you on your walk to health and wealth. Hashtag transformation.
Okay. All of us here have been working diligently and changing our pitches over the last couple of weeks, and Debbie's done a terrific job. Who has some feedback for her? Anybody?
I like the slogan at the end. I think that's the first time I heard that slogan, Debbie. I want to lock arms with you on your journey to health and wealth. So for some reason, that just really jumps out at me. So great job on that slogan.
Thank you. And you know what? I said that one time over last weekend, and Jessica picked up on that too. She goes, keep that in there. So thank you.
Anybody else?
Really great. Oh my gosh, so professional. Yahoo.
Yay, thank you. We have to learn to celebrate ourselves, our own victories, right?
So
I
good.
have known Debbie through one of her meetup groups for for months. I think it's been 2 or 3 years now, and I think that this is probably the first time that I've heard Debbie promote herself as much as she promotes the other peoples of her group. And it was a pleasure to hear more about your product. I really enjoyed the example that you gave for the person that had a diet. That tells me more about your focus and who I can refer to you and why I might refer them to you.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I agree with Sarah and Kathy. And Olivia, I definitely love the ending, and I'm going to borrow it. I'm not going to say the same thing, but I
Right.
know last week Nancy said she liked the word serendipity, so I think I'll do something with that word. So thank you for that.
Very nice.
Yeah, I liked the story in there. I thought it was great. And I have been on a few things with you as well. And this was the first time I got clarity of what you actually offer. So it was really good.
Thank you. I offer more than one thing, but that's good to note, though.
Yay. Look
Yeah.
at that. Got
Yeah.
another rock
Thank you,
star
Sarah.
going on here. Okay, Arlene Carrion, are you here?
I'm not sure I saw her in here.
Okay,
I know she did register.
okay.
She's not here.
Andrea, come on down. You're on mute.
Sorry, I had to find myself. So there's so many people. So I'm Andrea, and I'm from Unionville, Ontario, Canada, and I'm in the business of helping people live their best life. I am looking for 10 business partners, but not just anyone, but people who are enthusiastic, passionate about making money, helping others, and living their best healthy life. I have 6 years of experience in this business, so I'm able to help others have the same type of success that I have had. The products, I'm with Isogenics. The products and the business together have changed my life, and I've become very passionate about helping others have a similar experience. I've been able to pay for the extras in the life of a family, like Disney vacations. I was able to help pay to have the roof repaired. You absolutely have to have a roof in Canada. So the compensation plan is extraordinary. I've researched a lot of direct sales and network marketing companies and their compensation plans, and I have not found anything else that beats this one. There's no sales quotas. Your sales volume doesn't flush at the end of the month. It keeps building forever and immediately once you join. One of my associates just had an $800 windfall after being inactive for a while. So even though he wasn't making money at that time, he had this huge windfall because they keep your volume. So you're paid on your entire team, infinity levels down, in addition to bonuses. And there's too many bonuses to mention here. So I can promise you fun, success, and results you can't get anywhere else. Who would like a 20-minute appointment to discuss?
Very nice. Now, one of the things that we teach in here is coming in for that close, and she did an excellent job. What'd she say? What'd she ask for?
An appointment.
Who wants a 20 appointment?
That's exactly right. You can do this a variety of different ways. You can ask for an appointment, or you can ask for a sale. You know, some of the things that I've heard you guys say, do you want one? Who wants one? Who'd like to do this? So that was an excellent job. Who can give her, now the idea is, even though we are all rock stars in here, I know you're all Eagles, the only way that we get better is by giving us some feedback. So who wants to share some feedback for her?
I
Kathy, go
Yes,
ahead.
Andrea, what's your
I
hashtag?
loved your pitch. It was really good, Andrea. I would like to hear less about the blah, 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 what's offered by the compensation plan, because that's assumed if you're going to do the business. But I would like to know more about how you benefited health-wise. What was your story? You said you benefited, but you didn't say how.
Okay, thank you.
And Andrea, just, we include hashtags. So tell people how to find you in the chat. So hashtag Isogenics or something. Yeah.
Okay, hashtag Isogenics, folks.
Okay, I forgot to mention that for a lot of you are already here, and I've incorporated that and really strongly encourage you to come up with something short and snappy. The reason is when we get these groups together, and you could have 100 people, because that's my max on this platform right now, and you want to be able to quickly go through that chat that you saved and find the people who are interested in your product. Now, you want to connect with everyone, but your first priority needs to be the people that said, yes, I'm interested in learning more. So if you do that, for example, I can do, you know, she can do hashtag isogenics. Now, granted, there may be another isogenics person in here, and there is, so we need to talk about that. You two get together and decide what your hashtag needs to be so that you can differentiate quickly who it is that's interested, okay? So you're not pinging the same people twice. I mean, you can to make connections, but anyways, you can quickly go down through those chats. So start thinking about that, and you can change them all the time. And we're going to have a session on how you can use hashtags across social media and why you should be using them. But I'm just kind of giving you a kindergarten level thing here to get you used to doing it. Don't make it long. Make it short, sweet, to the point, something cool, okay? Thank you for bringing that out, Olivia. Anybody else have anything they'd like to add?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, Brenda.
I loved your line about the fun. I love that. That's fabulous. And I second Kathy's comment that a little bit less of all the details of the compensation stuff, because that's where I started to zone and you kind of lost me.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, Michelle Drake.
Well, I wasn't prepared, but I will go. So, my name is Michelle Drake. I help people regain youthful vitality in their life. And I do that from my 30 years of expertise as a fitness and wellness professional. I also love holistic coaching blended with the best that science has to offer. So today what I'm going to speak about is a program that I am an affiliate for that I had been waiting with bated breath to come from the UK into Canada. Originally, it was only offered for Olympic athletes and elite, and now we're able to present it to everyone. So what it is, it's a DNA based, takes away all the guessing game, and you send away your saliva. And not only does it tell you what your DNA is, because for most part, we can't change that, but it also tells you your epigenetics, which is your gene expression, the way that it is expressing itself. So it'll give you, it knows your chronological age. It also gives you your biological age, which most people are not happy about. But then in the app, it takes away every guessing game you've ever had. It tells you how to work out, when to work out. It tells you what your sleep pattern should be, what sensitivities you have, which nutrient dense foods you should eat. It goes on. And it is brilliant. And then you follow that plan on the app, and 6 months later, you send in your saliva again to see how you've been able to shift and change that gene expression. So I have a code that gives you 20% off. And that if you download the app, you'd be able to see how it all works, because they give you kind of a generic thing. It's called Muhdo, M-U-H-D-O. And the website is muhdo.com. And if you put my link in, which is MICH-DNA, they'll give you another 20% off. So I'm very excited about it. I myself have mine. I just did it this morning. So I'm sending it in UPS Express on Monday, and then I get to have you follow my journey as well.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. I think this second time that I heard, I need to talk to you about that. That's just really neat. And I want to give you kudos also. You did a really neat video the other day. And one thing that I've noticed about Michelle is the camera really loves her. And I mean, not besides she's beautiful and everything, but she, for whatever reason, the camera really picks up her well, and her video was really personable and awesome. So I encourage you to go check that out. Who can give her some feedback? We've heard her pitch a couple of times, and this is the first time I think in here that she's pitched that. So give her some feedback.
It just came to Canada. I just got, the UK just called me and got me on board. So I was
excellent. Okay, Marcia, go ahead.
I have a question. So when you say epigenetics, does it also give you sort of the blood markers or the neurophysiological indicators of any sort of up and coming dangers that you can avert?
Well, here's the thing, is there's a few technicalities around that, right? Like as in, they don't want to go and tell you you have the Alzheimer's gene or that you're, predisposed to cancer right now or anything. Because then it could also affect your insurance. So what they do is they have 1,000 different markers, and they let you see, and they show you how you can shift things without being fully direct in those areas. Right? So it is there, they know it, but they don't unlock that particular part for you unless, I guess, if you want legal say to unlock it, you could, but they don't want to mix up, people's insurance rates and things like that.
Okay, thank you. And I really appreciated your enthusiasm.
Thank you. Thanks. Pretty passionate about it. I've been studying this for over 7 years, this company, many companies, but this was the one I really liked because they could do something for you. And it wasn't just like, this is what's happening. They were actually, able to move. And I was on a Zoom call with a bunch of Olympic athletes the other day, and they were telling all kinds of amazing stuff.
Michelle, is this an app? Like eventually it's going to be an app?
It is an app. So what happens is if you go in your app store right now, you can download it. And what they'll do is they'll give you like a generic, not your DNA, but what someone would see based on a particular DNA so that you can get an idea of what they're offering you. So for 2 days, you can witness it and see what someone would be going through. And then when you get yours, it's very technical, right? Because it's your DNA. So then you have to scan the barcode and it goes into your app, and then everything is personalized to you. And there's like, authenticators like to make sure it's you and stuff like that so that you're not mixing that up.
That's super cool. I mean, I would love to see that. You just holding up your phone, like, hey, check out your DNA on your app.
Yeah.
So show your phone.
You can do that. Like you can go in, put it in your app store, and it'll download it for you.
Anybody else have any feedback for her or questions? Yes, Mary, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Hi, Michelle. My name's Mary. I have some feedback for you, just in the way of your acoustics. I love Jaffa. It's very interesting. It's like, that's all pleasing, and I agree with the other folks about that. So I'm not commenting on those things. I'm talking about the sound in your room. There's a lot of echo, and it sounds sort of like an echo chamber. So I don't know if you can get a headset or a mic, or maybe even just like put a nice shag rug down so that some of that, you sound very far away and like you're in a bubble, and it's a little hard to hear and echo, like locate that sound.
Yeah.
So I would work on that if you could.
I'm in a yoga studio, so you're right. Like
yeah.
I'm in a massive room right now, and I have this mic, but every time I plug it in, I can't hear anybody. So I don't know what is going on. The technicalities of it. So I haven't plugged it in, but thank you. I appreciate that.
I think what you're going to have to do. Go ahead, Mary. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, that's a technical problem we don't necessarily need to troubleshoot on this call, but it's good that you have a mic. Yeah, let's solve that for you, because for me, it was detracting from a very fascinating and interesting offer to have so much like mind space. Yeah. Although I love the yoga studio. I teach yoga, so I like yoga, it's good.
And Mary's one of our subject matter experts in a whole lot of different fields. She's fascinating, so get with her, and you guys can work that out, and she can help you get that started. Claudio, you are up.
Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. I think it's safe to assume that most people in this room either love to travel or they need to travel for business. Well, as Nancy said, thank you for that, the introduction. My name is Claudio, and I'm with a company called World Ventures, and we help people live a champagne lifestyle on a beer can budget. Basically, we help you travel more for less. It helped me travel 9 times last year, where usually I can only get away 1 time. So It's really been a blessing for me. If you love to travel, this is definitely the place to be. I know most people also, the entrepreneurs all seem to have that belief in the law of attraction. Well, I've been putting up different pictures behind me for several months now, and I finally put this one up here because this is actually where I'm going to be in March. So the law of attraction works. See, I've just been putting up different beaches, and one of them finally stuck. So this is where I'll be going at the beginning of March. I can't wait for that. What I would like to do is I would like to be able to get on a call with you and show you how, a lot of people either don't have the time or the money to get away to some of these vacations. As a business owner with the company, I can show you how you can do both. You can create more time and you can create the money, and also with the savings, it just makes it that much easier for you actually to get away on some of these trips. It's a great opportunity right now. Travel is definitely at a standstill right now in most parts of the world, but the anticipation of how travel is going to boom once all the bans are lifted, this is definitely the time you want to get into this kind of a business. Our company is actually putting in an average of about 1,000 new members every day. This is during the pandemic. And talk about the long-lasting effect of the company and our products. We have what we call dream trips. Those are our core products. And we've actually done a survey where 70% of members that have taken at least one dream trip are still members from 10 years ago. I dare you to find any other direct selling company that has that kind of retention rate. So it's a great opportunity to get in. The purpose of this discovery call that I would like to have with you right now is not only to show you more of the deals like the one I got on this one here, where I saved $3,600 for a week, but also give me a half an hour to learn more about you. Like Nancy and like many others in here, I love referring others. I love connecting people. I would love to learn a lot more about what you do, so it makes it easier for me to refer to you others. So if you're interested in joining me on the beaches of the world, type in hashtag the travel guy and I will reach out to you and we can have a chat. Thank you.
Excellent job, Claudio. I like your pivots that you made in there over the course of the pandemic. He's made several, and this is a good one. I love it. So who has questions or feedback for Claudio?
Hey, Claudio. I do have a little feedback, and I always love your presentations, and I like that your background is where you will be going, and so that's a great visual. Actually twice in here, you said what I'd like to do or if interested, and instead of saying if interested, just say join me. Here's how you join me. And so to make it more, just more assumptive and, like, this is just fun. Come along with me. And the only thing that you were talking about, 1,000 people joined. And that to me, when I heard that, I said, well, so what? What does that benefit me? So just think about that. If that serves a purpose, and if not, take it out. But if it does, let us know what that purpose is. But this was really good. And I always enjoy hearing you, Claudio.
Great. Thank you, Debbie, with a Y.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Okay. Claudio, I enjoyed your presentation, and I was browsing through the chat group because I wanted to see if I could find your contact information so that I could contact you later, and I couldn't find it. So I would like to have, in addition to you having my contact information, I would like to have something that I could browse, or an email address, or something that would allow me to ask you for information when I'm planning my trips. And then one other thing that I would like to say is that the price you mentioned for the week, I believe that it may help you to focus on the value that you're getting rather than the price, and kind of hold back on the price until you've got somebody's interest, or you can feel somebody out to see if the price that you're offering is something that would be acceptable to them. And if you have the ability to fluctuate on the price by maybe removing some amenities or adding some amenities, removing flights or something like that, then you might be able to give them a price that they're going to love rather than saying the price up front.
I think this particular one, he was just giving an example of how much that he saved on this particular trip, not necessarily the price of your products. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We are a travel club, so I don't set the prices, the company does. And we guarantee by far the lowest price you'll ever find. And I can show you how. I haven't put my information in the chat yet, but I will be putting all my contact information, and I'd be happy to show you more about that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
Awesome.
Yes, Kate.
One thing that showed up for me, Claudio, you always do an amazing job. And do love the picture in the background. And I don't know, because I'm not a techie, and that's why I don't have a picture behind me, is that half your face is gone, head is gone half of the time at least. So as soon as you move in any way, shape, or form, you vanish, and it's really distracting.
Yeah, I've actually ordered a green screen, so that should alleviate that problem. So I've ordered it from Amazon. I should have it hopefully next week.
I'm thinking I'm going to do the same thing so I can put some nice pictures in the background.
Yeah, thank you.
And some of you have some amazing tools that you've come up with. Number one, I'm going to encourage you, if you love them enough, you need to be promoting them, and you also need to be making them an affiliate link and sharing them with all of us, so that when we buy them for ourselves, everybody's going to get a little piece of the action. So it is about the money. We want to help everybody make money, and it's not going to cost us any more to order through your link. So just like that, Claudio, if you find a good deal on a green screen, let us all know. And if it's possible, maybe not everybody has an affiliate link, but guess what? Put that link in there and tell us about it. And if we want to buy, we will, and you'll get a little cut off of that. So just another little tip for you, how you can add a little additional stream of income going on. Nancy Evans, come on down.
Hello. Taking this off. Okay. Hello, I am Nancy Evans, your Stress Busters for Health and Total Wellness Solutions wellness educator. I offer natural options to people with chronic health issues, so they make less trips to their doctor and Walgreens for those over-the-counter and prescription drugs. Who do you know that hurts from a chronic issue? But traditional medicine has only been able to offer 3 options even after therapy. 1, live with it. 2, try surgery. 3, try drugs. What if there was a company that actually has scientifically discovered a way to harness nature's vital energies and wellness frequencies? And they have put them into products such as water, air, sleep, and organic nutritionals. Would it be worth 30 minutes of your time to learn more? Just like your cell phone battery that needs to be recharged, so do the cells in your body to promote and maintain well-being. My personal experience of being connected to this company and these frequencies is that I am now 71 years old and blessed with not being on any medication for chronic issues. Maybe it's because I have been cocooned in nature's water, magnetics, far infrared, and negative ions. Not sure, but these products also helped to save my Air Force career when I was challenged with a knee injury. By the time I was skeptical, I'm a physical therapy tech and I tried everything. But by the time I drove from Montgomery, Alabama to Nashville and got out of the car, I knew something was different. So my offer today is a complimentary 30-minute overview of your personal 5 pillars of health, along with a self-care ebook. Oh, sorry. Type Stress Busters in the box. The quality of life of someone you love may depend upon it.
Now, type hashtag Stress Busters. Okay, everybody give her a round of applause. Nancy Evans is probably one of our most improved students. Eagles coming through. She has really done an amazing job, and she has tweaked and took everybody's advice. And I just want to commend you, Nancy, for keeping on, that you're doing a great job. And that again was way better. Also for the new timers who don't know what we're doing, we've all been tweaking. So the majority of us are reading because we don't know our scripts yet. And so we're practicing getting feedback to see what resonates, what doesn't, and we're working. And then as time goes on, we'll get these pitches down where it's flowing just like I'm speaking. But right now we're all in the practice mode. So just know that for some of you who have never experienced this before, that's what we're doing. So who can give Nancy? Nancy, I love the fact, hang on just a second, Kathy. You gave your Air Force thing. That was really good at the end. Just switch that up. Don't do the hashtag till at the very end when you're ready for your call to action, and then do hashtag Stress Busters. So that was good. I like the fact that you showed your products and you had a way to put them all in. We had talked about only doing one at a time or something like that, but that was smooth. I mean, that was fine. And I loved how you said, wrap it up and cocoon myself. And also, because a lot of you have health things, you have to be careful what you say. And she said that as well. Maybe, maybe not. But for me, this is, what I think. So, go ahead, Kathy, you first, and then Michelle, I'll let you go second.
Well, you said it all, Nancy. It was fantastic. Bravo, Nancy. I love that you added your age in there. I had no idea. Everybody should have a consult. I had a chat with Nancy. Beautiful. Well done.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. Michelle, go ahead.
One thing I might be searching for more is, even though you're not allowed to make health claims, I would love to hear how it has helped you, like as in, and maybe how you're living presently, like pain-free, or that type of thing. And also something that I use often with my clients that I think is quite effective, that you feel free to use as well, is that when someone is experiencing pain, all of a sudden their world starts to shrink. Like their experiences, their passions, everything they have to say no to, like from what they're used to doing, all of a sudden their world feels smaller and smaller. So I always talk about, bringing back the expansion in their passions, in their experiences, and in being able to say yes to things again, right? Instead of having their world shrink, it expands. I just thought I'd share that.
Well, that's good, and I could add that down below, maybe in the 5 pillars of health inventory. That's a great way of putting it. Thank you.
Yeah, Nancy, I'd suggest, just trying to shorten it up a little bit, but move when you're sharing and showing the products, bring it a little sooner in your talk.
I was trying to think of where though. I know that's been a recommendation from Nancy, and I'll look at that because I'm trying to see where it flows.
Because
Thank you, though.
That way, when you try to shorten things up, that part stays.
Yeah, well, thank you, Bruce.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
You'll get it, Nancy.
Nancy
I
has
like the
tons
part
of-
where your cells need charging just like cell phone batteries. I think that's good. Keep that in there.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Great job, Nancy. And you should always, if you haven't had a consultation with her, just a wealth of knowledge you are. So yeah, look forward to connecting some more.
Thank you, Jennifer. The same for Jennifer.
Great. All right. Dominic Mills, are you ready? This is another one of our first timers. Welcome aboard. We're glad you're here.
So it helps if you unmute yourself, doesn't it? Hi, Nancy. Thank you so much for connecting and this wonderful opportunity. So thank you again. So I missed the beginning because of my time zone. I was totally out of preparement, so I apologize for being late. I'm still getting used to all different time zones across the world now. And the global interaction is just brings everyone together, but I have to relate to the time zone. So again, apologize for being late. So do you want me to just go in with my my elevator pitch or my?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So hi everyone, my name is Dominic, and I'm an expert in generating money whilst I sleep. If you'd like to be interested in finding out how we make 5,000 to 10,000 a month using our own home, reach out today and we may be able to help you too. I'm offering a 7-step guide to start making money in 7 days, also including a 20-minute strategy call for $19. My details are as follows, my email, etc. And that's it.
Welcome. Now, you guys can't say anything about my accent anymore. Doesn't he have a fabulous accent? All right.
Thank you.
Who has questions for Dominic or some feedback for his pitch? Yes, Claudio.
Well, the only thing that I really noticed up front was you didn't really mention anything about what it is that you're selling or offering. Most people, if they want to get into, listen to, you know, a discovery call or an information session, you know, it'd be nice to know exactly what we're talking about. It's great that you can make that kind of money and make it quick, but what are we getting ourselves into?
Sure, I appreciate that.
Okay, one of the things that he did say is you can make $5,000 to $10,000 using, was it the equity of your home? So that kind of gives you a clue, right? Is that what you said, Dominic?
No, so so this is valid feedback for me because I generate wealth and it generate different incomes from different sources. It's been difficult to condense one that potentially I could present as an offer. So the actual offer is to put your, if you have a spare property or a basement or a spare room, then we can show you how to utilize that. So for low cost or no cost fees for setup costs. So like Airbnb would be an example that most people would know it for. So the 7-step guide would be to show you how to, if you've never thought about it, how you could potentially make money within 7 days.
So I think that's the kind of detail that he's talking about is, you know, is like, how do you use your home? Just kind of, you know, like a sentence about that. Just like Nancy heard equity, I did not. Just, you know, that gives just a little more explanation.
Sure, I appreciate that. The question I have is that if I was to be specific and say short-term rentals or Airbnb, would that potentially put people off, as opposed to get them intrigued enough to find out how could I make money from my own property and then potentially reach out. So that's a bit about giving too much information and putting off a
okay, for me personally, I do it, and I have been doing it for several years, and I've made a ton of money, and I love it. And I think for people who have that inside them to be a host or something like that, Jennifer also does. So for those, you know, do a little intrigue, but I would say, because there's people out there, they're looking for real estate, they're looking for innovative ways to make money, and there's ways to do it that you don't have to do it inside your house. So we can talk offline, but we can also have another session here to kind of help you flesh that out. But I'd like some other feedback beside myself, because I'm a little too close to the situation, because I do it and I have been very successful at it. Go ahead.
So
okay, let's start. Debbie, you go first.
Okay. If you have several options, not just one way, that's good to say. And, you know, because it's not just Airbnb, it's not just short-term rentals, it could be long-term, whatever it is, in different methods. But also I'd want to know about your experience. How have you personally done? And, you know, if you've done well with that, then that translates to helping train others and that.
Okay.
So that's my feedback.
I appreciate that.
I personally want to know more details about what it is, like short-term, long-term rentals, whether it's utilizing additional space in your home, or even if you've got an office building with an extra thing. So, I mean, there's different ways you can do it, but just kind of touching on that short-term, long-term rentals.
I love the feedback.
Dominic, if it's Airbnb, I would just say Airbnb. Just cut right to the chase. I mean, we're all entrepreneurs. We're all multiple entrepreneurs here, serial entrepreneurs, and that's the beauty of what we're doing. I mean, every week you can come on and do new pitch. So if you're worried about how to condense everything, you don't have to. So every week, just present a new pitch out of your portfolio of money making techniques.
And I appreciate all the feedback, because I think one of my previous training has always been to say, show the trailer, not the movie.
Yeah.
And it was just about making it long enough to get people intrigued to go, okay, I need to generate some extra money. I already have a home of my own. How can I utilize that better? And then I'll reach out to ask those questions. So these are all valid feedback. So thank you.
Thank you. Helen Snell, come on down. You are on mute.
Nancy, we got to work on your announcer voice. You got to be like Bob.
You're
the
right.
Right guy. Like, come on down.
We can't hear you, Bob.
We can't hear you, Helen.
Oh, Helen.
Helen, check
my
your
brain
volume.
Check
Is
your
your
volume on
volume-
your computer.
Yeah, turn up the volume. You're on.
Nope, can't hear you. Okay, we'll come back to you in just a moment. Mary Long, come on down. Is that better?
Come on down.
Hey everybody, how are you? Hi Nancy. So this is only my second or third time in the group, and what I'd like to say is hi, my name is Mary, and I am an expert in mathematics, metaphysical mathematics, and computer science, web development. So what does that mean? I'm a software engineer and I was a math major, and I can help you in your business from the way of seeing patterns and numbers that you might not be aware of. We can look at that, we can investigate, and we can change those patterns in order to create change and increase the value of what you're doing and your offerings. And so the offering that I have for you in this group is that I'm actually applying these mathematical readings through the tarot or angel card readings. And I will take and have a 30-minute appointment with you. We will look at your business from the point of view of looking at these tarot cards. We will find and uncover hidden patterns and gems in your business, and then we will apply the wisdom that we find through that from a strategy session following up on that tarot reading. So this is a two-part offer. It's a package, a session for $99, one 30-minute tarot read session, and then a follow-up hour-long strategy session to implement the wisdom that we find. And that's what we're doing. We're doing the metaphysical mathematics of business.
Hashtag.
Hashtag metaphysical math. If you can't spell it, just put hashtag math.
Hashtag, yeah.
Any questions for Mary? You guys need to just meet with her because she is fascinating just on her own. She's so young and has done so many cool things in this world. It's just amazing and continues to do so on a daily basis. She just had a recent Google interview. Is that correct? Did that go this week?
It was this morning. I interviewed with Google at 10 a.m. for a software developer position this morning. So I was busy all week. A couple of y'all was trying to get in touch with me, but I was studying late at night. And so I passed it, and that's good. So we'll find out in a couple of days how what the outcomes of it are. But yeah, it was really fun. I did that this morning.
Yay, congratulations. We know you rocked it. Anybody have any questions for her or feedback?
I have feedback.
Go ahead, Mary.
Yes, Nancy.
Okay, I want to tell you, Mary, I mean, you were so focused in every single thing you said. I could follow it along, and I just thought it was really well done.
Thank you. That's great. Okay.
Yeah, yes. You've just really been able to bring it all in. Okay, for me at least, both aspects. Okay, and then just get right to the point.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but when you mentioned mathematics and web development, I thought for sure you were going to do the web development offering is where I thought you were going towards.
I'm telling you, you're going to have to meet with her because you're going to be amazed at how she ties all this together. It's just fascinating to me. I could talk to her for hours, and she's an IT geek, but she has such great communication skills and an engineer, so you wouldn't think that. And I know I'm being very, what's the word about that? But man, she has just blown me away. So who has some feedback? Listen, we are at 12:59 and we've not got a chance to go. If you need to go ahead, and then I'll send you an invite to put your video on, and we'll give you some feedback. For those of you who can stay, however, we're going to finish and go through whoever can stay. So if you do need to go, like I said, feel free. I understand. I want to be respectful of your time, and I thank all of you for attending today, but we're going to keep going for those who can. So any last feedback back for Mary?
Yes,
I wanted
Mary,
to try.
Mary, I wanted to say I love how soothing your voice is. I mean, you're taking like really complex topics like the metaphysics, the tarot readings, and the math, and then just making it sound so soothing. So I really like that.
The reason she can do that is why? Tell her about that, Mary.
Well, I do a lot of chanting and I do a lot of singing, and I work as a motivational speaker or public speaker. I lecture. I've been a yoga teacher. I've been a math tutor. I'm a musician. And so I work with sonics and sound. I've been an acoustic engineer. I've worked backstage for over a decade. And so I have a lot of consideration for the presentation. I'm a trauma trained yoga therapist. I'm actually a student of integrative medicine. I was an undergrad engineer and then grad school doctor of integrative medicine.
Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? She's fascinating.
I'm real smart, y'all.
Person.
Real
Right
smart
brain, left
person.
brain.
So I've had a wide range of backgrounds. So I'm an engineer who went to med school and then like traveled the world for the last couple of years. So I've learned a lot of things and I'm putting them all together. And this is kind of like a fun thesis project and way to bridge me the gap out of academia and into entrepreneurship, like outside of the corporate world. So that's why I'm doing this. And the tarot readings are like a super fun way for us to have a kind of first date and get to know each other. First date in business. It's not romantic, but like having a first date in business, get to know you. It's fun. It's colorful. It's not scary. You know, it's artistic, and it connects with whether you're left-brained and you're mathematical like me, or whether you're more artsy and creative and don't know anything about numbers. It's really friendly to all parties. So it's a great way for us to work together and kind of break the ice. And
fantastic.
It's good
Fantastic.
storytelling.
Thank you, Mary. We're so glad
I'll
that
leave
you're
my
here.
comments. Thank you, Nancy. I'm glad to be here. I'll leave my contact in the comments. You can book.
Okay. Helen, let's try you again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Perfect. Yes.
Okay, so I unplugged my headset and plugged it back in. When all else fails, reboot. So thanks for your patience and thanks for inviting me this morning. Fascinated by everyone who's been speaking so far. So I am a storyteller, and I have a real passion to tell stories about people and the planet and our connection together. I write a blog and I do presentations on those topics, but I also love to listen to a good story as well. So I help business owners share their stories so that they can connect better to their potential clients and also understand that their clients have a story and help them figure out how to learn to use that in their business. So my own story has been this journey of discovery of my passion to share this kind of information and actually believe that I am a storyteller and believe that I have a place in the world, as we all do. So I love to help people find what that place is for them and connect that to their business, because as you know, in the world that we are in now, people actually, you know, in a group you can see here, people want to have connections. They want to understand who you are, not that you're just a business. So I think stories are really curious, and I am curious to know your story. So I offer biographies and blogs and web content. I can help you with presentations, and even if you think you have a book in you, I can help you with that as well. So if you would like to connect on a story biography interview, I would love to connect with you. So you can book a half-hour discovery call with me just to see what that may the purpose may be for your business, or you can go ahead and book a 1-hour interview. And I'm offering a special just until the end of June, where that's only $100 Canadian. That includes a 1-hour interview plus a biography that includes your story. So if you would like to connect with me on that, just put in the hashtag tell me a story.
Love it. And I have got with Helen, and I'm so excited to announce that she's going to be doing a chapter in our book. And she's also going to be taking a few of your pitches, and she's going to be redoing them to show before and after for our book. And it's going to be a surprise. So you're not going to know which one she's going to choose. So I think that's going to be cool. So Helen, we welcome you aboard, and we're so glad that you could make it to our Lunch and Learn today. Who would like to give her some feedback?
I loved it. That sounded so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?
I've known Helen for some time now, and Helen, that was awesome. Great pitch. I love it.
Thanks,
yeah,
Dale.
Everybody should get together with Helen because she is amazing with words. So yeah, she can help you out. And welcome.
Thanks.
Anybody else?
I just want to reiterate, I thought that was really well done, Helen. It was really nice to hear it flow like that.
Thank you, Michelle.
Very good. If you haven't done so already, Helen, if you'll put your contact information and your offer over there in the chat. Next, we're going to go with Stevie. Stevie's another first timer, and Jessica referred her. And so welcome to our tribe, Stevie. Come on down.
Hi, everyone. I'm really grateful to be here with all of you today, and I've learned so much already from what I've seen. So thank you for your courage and bravery. My company is Succeeding with Stevie, and I help business owners and sales teams and business executives tap into and earning with ease. So if you've been on the hamster wheel and cannot figure out how to get off, I say stop it. Stop it now. I can do a 10-minute consultation with you. I'm offering 30% off until June 30th. So for just $37, we can do 10 minutes of stop it. So in that time, we will suspend your judgment, ask you to take direction, be open-minded, put it into practice. And it is the thing that I will ask you to target and implement. So Stevie G, Succeeding with Stevie, and I welcome feedback. Thanks.
Okay, what do you want to be your hashtag?
Oh yes, thank you for that. Hashtag SWS.
What's that stand for?
Succeeding with Stevie.
There you go. Very good, very good. All right, I think she did very good for a first timer, don't you guys? All right, give her some feedback. Who can tell me what she does? Who does she help?
People who
What's her
want to get
offer?
off the hamster wheel.
I think that Stevie helps you gain control of your life back again and get a focus on what you really want in life and how to get it.
Is that right, Stevie? Is that the message you want to portray? What else? Anything else you learned about Stevie?
I felt like she was telling us that she was going to help us get out of our own way in the land of business.
Okay.
Which I thought was awesome.
Anything else?
One thing I got was that the implication was, and it really landed for me, was the whole idea of taking back our own life so that we become our own priority, even as a business owner or as an entrepreneur.
Okay. She's liking that.
I thought it sounded very positive that there is a way to stop it, because sometimes you feel like that race that there just is no way to stop it by yourself. And I love the way you kind of emphasized when you said, when you went, stop it, because it just snapped me right back into focus. And it's like, wow.
Very good. Okay, if you have any more comments for Stevie, make sure you put your offer over there in the chat box, and you guys can go ahead and share, and just make sure that you do hashtag SWS, and then tell her your feedback over there so we can get moving along real quick. Rosemary.
Thank you, and I'm going to do that, but I do probably need to go because I have a call at the top of the hour. So I just
make sure you save
your,
sure you save the chat so you've got a copy of that before you leave. Okay, and then I'll give you another copy in case somebody can think of something to add. Rosemary, we've met a couple of times, but I don't think you've been to our Lunch and Learn Zoom Friday event yet. So this is your first time. So come on down.
This is my first time, and thank you very much for having me. And I have to honestly admit that every time I look at my pitch, it changes. I hear somebody that says something great and it changes again. So bear with me if I sort of stumble along because I keep changing it, even this morning. My name is Rosemary Giz, and I'm an experienced financial empowerment coach and a real estate financing professional. I'm also a 2-time international best-selling author, and I create and deliver empowerment courses for people. I have a vision of a world where women are empowered around money and living the life of their dreams, and want to feel powerful and in control over their finances. I help women who are looking to make changes to their lifestyle, ladies and men too, because they're included, who are starting over perhaps, changing their careers, their jobs, starting new businesses, becoming entrepreneurial, and they're looking to grow personally and especially financially. With help to go from feeling in a state of chaos, out of control, to being more confident, and communicating, or being able to communicate rather, their financial needs and wants. This is done through the power of mindset, is where I've really discovered a lot of this, and the beliefs and values that are associated around the subject of money. I provide a personalized guide to financial confidence, achieved through my 7-step Money Map program to help you go from financial chaos to financial confidence. I offer a 1-hour coaching call to help you review your current situation and where you want to go financially. I provide you with the tools and tips to help you get started so that when you're sitting in front of your banker or your financial advisor, you are able to communicate effectively and with confidence what it is you want to achieve instead of them telling you what you need to do. So, who wants to take me up on this offer to delve deep into your finances and get you out of that place of disempowerment? Thank you. Hashtag money mindset.
Good job. First thing right off the bat, I love that background. It's beautiful. I've already talked to her about the logo. We need to some way get that where it's a little bit larger where we can see that. So she is aware of that.
I'm going to talk to my techies.
Your delivery is very nice and slow and methodical. And, a lot of us, we get in a big hurry and all that. So I do want to give you some kudos on that. And I love, she had different elements in her pitch. Did you notice she gave you plenty of examples where that might pique your interest to see whether you might need her services or not? And then she told you what she has to offer. So let's help her tighten that up just a little bit. What should she take out? It's a little bit long, a little bit, but let's work on that. Jennifer, did you have something?
Yes, it was great. And yes, definitely love the background. As an energy person, I would love to feel more just less from your head and more from your heart, because I feel that you really have the knowledge and everything, but I don't know if you were reading but I just felt you were too much in your head and not, you sound like an amazing person. So I know it's in you, but I'd love to feel that more.
Thank you very much. Very kind.
Debbie, go ahead, Debbie.
Rosemary, what you do sounds amazing. And I would actually like to hear, like you start with something like I empower, you know, women empowered around money, you know, be in control of your finances. And because you start with kind of, you know, like what you do or what you're good at, but I want to hear what's in it, like who are you speaking to and what problems you solve. And you have some really great things in there. I think it is too long. And if you take a look at it and kind of break it up and say, okay, I want to make sure I want to make these 1, 2, 3 points. What have I been saying that says that best? And I've changed my pitch a million times too. But at some point, you have to kind of get and say, okay, I'm going to work with this. I'm going to do it this way and just change one thing. So you're saying the same thing, but a couple different ways. And the only thing towards the end, you said, you know, like, and I think that's great to be able to sit in front of an advisor or a banker, and because I've certainly sat in front of a bunch of them, and you want to be in control with them, and I think that's fantastic. Now, you did talk about delving deep into your finances, and I'm not sure I would say that on this because that's scary, you know, to a lot of people. That's private, and they're not going to reveal that until there's a relationship. So I would think about what you said on that, but otherwise it sounds incredible. And I have a women in business, and so would like to, you know, meetup group. So I would love to talk to you further.
Anyone
Thank you very
else?
much, Debbie. That was phenomenal, and I appreciated the absolutely great feedback. My target audience, which kind of got lost in the shuffle there, is entrepreneurial women. Women at an age where they're starting over and making changes to their lifestyle and wanting to take control over finances that they've lost pretty much or haven't really gained.
Anyone else?
Only
Okay.
one.
Where are you located?
Really liked
Rosemary?
it.
Hang on just a second. Where are you located at,
I'm
Rosemary?
located in Toronto, Debbie.
Thank you.
Where are you?
Florida, Niceville, Florida.
Okay, I'm coming down for a visit.
Yeah.
There you go. Brenda, you had something you wanted to share?
Rosemary, I really liked it. The one thing, if you could change your end line there where you end it with unempowered or disempowered or something like that, and change it, flip it so that you can get them to empowered or get them to the positive side. Because I always try not to end a presentation or have the last line being on the downside, flip to the upside.
Thank you.
Kate, did you have something you wanted to share with Rosemary?
I did actually, and it was now I've forgotten because I was.
I'm sorry.
listening to everybody else. Hey, it's okay.
Put it in the chat if you can think of it. And
I think well, one was the agreement with the simplicity, and then the other piece of it is as opposed to jumping in, like someone had said, it's intimidating, and I have to fully agree with that as far as talking about money with someone. I think, Rosemary, because of your knowledge, I think if you did a 20-minute phone call where they could call you with a couple of questions that you could discuss so that they could learn to get to know you and to trust your knowledge, because you have over 25 years in the industry of finance. And so you have so much to offer in that realm that I think doing a bite-sized piece and staying within that 20 minutes keeps everything at a high level. And then from there, it gives you a place to make that connection, and then someone can book a paid for call with you or take your amazing course.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Sarah, would you like to come on down? Now, we've met a couple of times as well, but I believe, is this your first time for our Lunch and Learn?
This is my first time for the Lunch and Learn, but you have done a little coaching for me just previously. In fact, it was sometime this week because I attended your meetup. I appreciate your time and your attention and your gracious invitation. And I feel very lucky that I was able to take advantage of your meetings this week, and that I found you. So thank you to start. One of the reasons why I'm attending these meetings right now is because I'm a seasonal employee, but I am an employee. I'm not an entrepreneur in that I don't have my own business. I'm a licensed insurance agent. And for 10 months out of the year, I work for Florida Blue. That means that I sell individual plans, health insurance plans in the state of Florida to people who do have entrepreneurship because many of them own their own businesses or families or just somebody who is seeking insurance because they're in a transitional phase in their life, going from one position to another position. I do speak Spanish and I speak a little French also. Je parle un peu de français. I can, of course, that's where my education started because I was a Spanish major and a French minor, and then I did some business in undergraduate school. So my company believes that health insurance should never be a one-size-fits-all. So we have plans for every person at every stage of life that can be tailored to meet your specific health needs. And this is a direct quote from the Florida Blue website, which is floridablue.com. Florida Blue makes it their mission since 1945 to help everyone in Florida in their pursuit of health. So why would you want to come to me? Well, I can tell you that at this point in time, if you or have lost health insurance recently because of transition or because of COVID-19, or if you know of somebody who has lost their insurance recently, and this may apply to people who are in other parts of the United States, you may be qualified for a special enrollment period to replace that plan at an affordable price. But you must do so within 60 days of the loss of coverage. So don't wait until it's too late because you never know when you're going to need that health insurance plan. Act now and contact a Blue Cross Blue Shield agent that is near you to see what they can do to help you to get insurance in place for you.
To learn more, hashtag what?
To learn more, I don't have a hashtag.
Florida
I'm
Blue.
not sure.
Hashtag
But I do
Florida
have a
Blue.
website, and I can put that website on there. I will be back in the office starting June 29th. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 to 7. I will be working remotely, which means that you can contact me by phone or you can contact me through the internet by sending an email. And I am going to put my contact information in the chat room again. You taught me so well during our last meeting that I jumped the gun and put my information at the top of the chat, but I'll certainly do that again now. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's been a
Well,
pleasure.
we're so glad that you came and you did an excellent job and your call to action was great. And one of the things that I loved is notice she's at Florida Blue, but she encouraged you to go see what? Your local
agent.
Your local agent. Okay. So you could use Florida Blue or something, Insurance Gal or, what something like that for your hashtag, which would be absolutely fine. But you did a really beautiful job. Who has some feedback for her?
I do.
Go ahead, Fernando.
Yeah, I understand that she's not an entrepreneur, but I think it's better to start talking about how you can help people instead of leaving the people to go to anyone. It's a matter of getting your expertise out there and people to talk to you, not to someone else. You're the one who's promoting, and I would suggest that people should call you because I think you have the great expertise on that.
Thank you, Fernando. I do offer one-on-one consultations. They're 45 minutes to an hour, and it is a free consultation with no obligation.
Excellent. Excellent. Anybody else?
Actually, Sarah, that was a little bit shorter than Tuesday night and a little more concise, and so that's good.
Yes, I thought so too. I thought you nailed it.
I just
Anybody
wanted to say as well, this is Helen. I just wanted to say, Sarah, that I can feel your confidence in your delivery, and that's wonderful because often in a group like this, if this is your first time, there's some nerves and whatever, but I could actually feel your confidence. So that was great.
Thank you, Helen. I'm practicing. I am practicing. I'm a member of a local Toastmasters group also. and they are helping me as well. Thank you.
Well, it's shining through. It's shining through. Okay, Jennifer, would you like to go?
Yes. Thanks, Nancy. And hello, everybody. How are you? Lots of amazing health and wellness and healthy people looking here. And we all come here together. We come here on Zoom. We can easily pick up the phone to call each other, and we just take that for granted because it's something we do. But did you know that that's possible also to digitally give your cells the nutrition they need? So if this is outside of the box and not something you're not familiar with, just know that 20 years ago, we might not have thought we would all be talking and looking at each other here on Zoom. But now there is an app that can give you what your body is looking for to have more energy, to have better sleep, and to have more happiness in your life. So we have an app called Limbic Arc. And for any of you people that are quantum outside the box, I would love to offer you a complimentary 1-week trial on our app. So make sure to connect with me, fitandfunlife@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat after. And really amazing stuff. I look forward to connecting with you. Thanks. Thanks, Nancy.
Sorry, I've got a dog in the background. Somebody must be coming to my door. I apologize. Jennifer, that was an excellent job that you did on that. I also want to tell everybody that Jennifer has a Airbnb property in her that she does. And where are you located in case anybody wants to go travel there?
Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
A beautiful location. Nice. You'll have to make sure put your links in the chat for everybody to go take a look at your pictures. It's beautiful. So I plan on getting up there and can't wait. But she's changed this offer. And again, like all of us, several of us are serial entrepreneurs. So we have different offers that we can each time let our referral partners learn a little more new things about what it is that we do. So this was a new offer and you did a fabulous job. It was short, sweet, to the point, and it was wonderful. So who has some feedback for Jennifer? Don't all speak quickly now. Come on. Go ahead, Helen.
Yeah, I can just offer a little bit of feedback, Jennifer. I love analogies. And so I think it was a really great idea to talk about, us being on Zoom or us picking up the phone to kind of move that into your business. But I found there was just a little bit of a disconnect. So if you could kind of work on the transition from one to the other, I think that would be really helpful in your presentation.
Perfect. Yes, I agree.
Fernando, go ahead.
I am an electrical engineer and I love all about the technical stuff that you talk about, frequencies and energy and all that kind of stuff. But I think there's a little bit of disconnect on what are the benefits of what you're offering. So I think if there's a little bit more, what is the benefit of doing whatever you do versus what we're doing on Zoom or to phones or things like that.
I agree. I need to work that around, but to have, more energy, better sleep, whatever it is that you're looking for in your life, definitely can digitally optimize.
And you have time because your pitch this time, it was so short, sweet, to the point that you have a little additional time that you can add some stuff in there. Does anybody else have anything that they'd like to add for Jennifer? Okay, Fernando, would you like to go next, sir? Welcome. This is your first time as well. So we're so glad we've met in several platforms and had lots of time together. So I'm happy to have you here in our group today. Thank you.
Well, I help business owners and entrepreneurs secure their wealth by using financial tools. 97% of the population, either they don't know about them or they don't understand. And we do that through education, technology, and strategy. I have lived through 6 financial downturns in my life, and this is the worst I've seen. And the reason for that is that most of the downturns have been particular to a country, in specific in Mexico and in Central and South America. And one of the things that's happening right now is that this is a worldwide crisis, including the US. And because most of the countries are printing money like there is no tomorrow, and what is it backed by? Nothing. Because I came so close to losing everything, I spent the last 5 years educating myself so I never have to face the reality of losing everything again. And I made my mission to share this knowledge and avoid you the experience of potentially going through a financial downturn. Now imagine that 20 years ago, your mother had $40 and deposited them in a vault in 2 parts, $20 bill in the equivalent in gold. And today you went to and opened that vault. Now, which one of these will pay the mortgage this month? Yeah, you're right. And at the end of the day, what do you want? You want depreciating dollars or you want an appreciating asset? If you said appreciating asset, then let's talk and let me help you learn and understand a bit more on the changes to the financial system. I am inviting you to take specific steps and structure your future and protect your wealth with a strategy session to get on your financial track one gold gram at a time. No one will protect your wealth as you will. We can do this in English and Spanish, and I will help you fill the bucket, and Claudio will help you empty that bucket.
Oh, that was good. What's going to be your hashtag today?
Protect your wealth.
All right. Couple of things. I've watched him morph, and he's another one that has really improved and changed and pivoted his pitch over the last few weeks. You did an outstanding job, and I loved, absolutely loved, and I told him this yesterday, that was a fantastic visual to show the appreciation of that gold, right? Do you think that $40 is going to pay your mortgage payment? No, but that little piece of gold has increased in value enough that it could actually do that. So that was a fantastic visual for everyone. We all got that. And if you didn't, you were asleep. So anyways, I thought that was great. So who can give Fernando some feedback here?
I would like to chat just because he's got me all like lit up. I heard what you caught my attention was electrical engineering. So I'm a software engineer. And then you talked about frequency and these things. And I loved how you were able to like bring together all these different concepts of metaphysics. And I just saw so many intersections. Yo hablo español. I speak Spanish as well. So I'm very excited to connect with you. And I've done projects in Latin and South America. So I'd like to know what do you do? Would you expand on a little bit? What do you do in those countries? So if we have, for example, investments in the USA and in Ecuador, do you do things across these countries? You said Latin and South America.
Yeah, I have a business in Mexico and one in the US, and we do energy efficiency. Well, my main job has been for the last 40 years, we do energy efficiency for large industrial and commercial sites. We do monitoring and upgrades and all that kind of stuff. But that's a business that's been running and it's running okay. I'll be 60 this year, so I'm pivoting right now.
There you go. Anybody else?
I want to say this is not my first time meeting Fernando. The power of Nancy, what she's able to do by cross promotion is that she created this huge post on her Facebook page holding up the little gold bars that she got from Fernando. So I've already met Fernando, and it's amazing what we're able to do in this platform, and it's so nice to hear him speak about it live and do this demonstration. So really hope that you become a member so we can do this cross promotion for each other.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
One of the things that she's talking about, do you have one of those bills right there handy, Fernando?
Yeah, I've got a bill, the one that I sent you, which is at 0.1 gram.
Can y'all see that? It's got a little piece of gold in there. Now I have 8 grandchildren. So the way that I introduced him and cross promoted him, there's their credit cards. That's a little bit more expensive that you can have, but it's got gold in it.
This is 1 gram, and it's everything is has a DNA. each one of these bills has a DNA, and each one of this card has a DNA for each one. So it's pure, and it's always value. It's valuable. For example, in crisis, if you have a jewelry, gold jewelry, it's worth nothing. If you have the jewelry and I have the money, I will pay you whatever I want. But if the gold is in bullions, this is where the gold keeps its value.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm planning on buying one of those bills for each one of my 8 grandchildren, and I thought that was cool. And I've got lots of feedback on that, and I showed that in one of my pictures when I promoted and introduced him. So see how you can do that? You can make an interesting post that's not salesy, and you can promote one another with doing that. So that was really cool. Anybody else have anything for Fernando?
Let's get together, Mary.
Fernando, when you're ready to get into Italy, I can do the presentations for you in Italian, so I'll help you with that.
Oh, yay. There you go. See, that's how it's done. That's how it's done.
I've had several conversations with Fernando, and I think everybody should really sit down and have a chat with him, because there's a lot more valuable information and statistics that he passes on, and you really get a better understanding just how valuable this thing is. So, yeah, I've already spoken to him, and we're already going to be doing some business together.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, I really like how you related everything to what's happening now, and how the gold has maintained value. Because that's important, right? Especially with everything that's happened now. Like overnight, people lost, jobs and couldn't pay mortgage. So the fact that the value stayed in that the gold that was a huge point that really resonated with me.
Thank you.
Nancy, can I just say, I've known Fernando for a little while now, and every time, but today I heard his passion in that voice, and I thought, oh my God, okay, I really need
He's
to get
found
some
his
of that
voice.
gold.
There you go.
Yep, today I felt it. So well done.
Well, and like Claudio was saying, Fernando is a wealth of information, and he started out trying to throw up on everybody with all those numbers and all that stuff. And so we talked him out of doing that. But when you sit one-on-one, he'll have a way to do it that's not like that. And so this gives you, it's intrigue, it's interesting, it gets your attention. And like you said, clearly his passion is shining through, and we all saw that today. So bravo, Fernando, bravo. So welcome to our tribe. We're glad you're here. All right, next we have a fabulous gal who's not only beautiful, but we all look around here and she puts us all to shame. And she's also, you may not know, but a Marilyn Monroe impersonator. So at this time, I'd like to welcome Miss Kate Unger, our image expert.
I'm blushing. Oh, you're so awesome, Nancy. Thank you so much. The energy that this woman has amazes me every single time I see her. And I keep asking her every single time we talk, how do you keep it all straight? I have a system, but some people don't like systems. So hi, everyone. My name is Kate, as she said, and yes, I am a Marilyn Monroe impersonator, and my hair is getting closer and closer to being I actually phoned my hairdresser and I said, if I don't get a haircut soon, we're just going to be dyeing my hair and I will not be wearing a wig anymore. So anyway, I am an image consultant, and I help busy entrepreneurs look and feel amazing without decision fatigue in less than 30 days with my color impact system. I absolutely adore what I do because I get to see people transform before their very own eyes. I watch them in awe, look in the mirror, and watch them shift energetically so quickly. Color, as all the energy people on the call know, and other people do as well, is so incredibly powerful. And when we learn to use it powerfully, we can have an influence as to what our results are when we show up. So I am today sharing an amazing tool that I like to call a color app and an image maker. I've added that because it really is a self-empowering tool that you will have for the rest of your life. Once you learn how to use it, you're never going to lose it. It's available on your smartphone, and we take a picture of the inside of your wrist and a picture of your eye in natural light, and then the color is scientifically analyzed for the RGB tones, and what you get back is something that takes care of everything from your hair color to your toenail polish. And if you're a guy and you're not coloring your hair, wearing lipstick or wearing toenail polish, we actually, we have help for you as well. So never waste time and money again on buying what does not work for you. Never buy the wrong colored lipstick, the wrong colored shoes or purse, or anything else for that matter. For those people that are trying to minimalize now, it's an amazing tool to slim down your closet and amplify your outfits. The colors you wear either distract people or attract people. So which would you like to have? Would you like to have people be attracted into your world? If the answer is yes, then I can definitely help you with that. My offer today is that I'm offering a 20-minute, no obligation, complimentary consultation with me. If you decide that you'd like to do that phone call, or you can send me an email and I will send my information down below. And I've done a rewrite and I haven't quite completed it. So the rest of it is there. Get out of the chaos and call Kate, because now is a more and more important time than ever than it has been before since we've gone on video for us to show up in our best light. You deserve to color yourself beautiful.
Fantastic. All right.
And who would like to take me up on that offer?
Okay, what's your hashtag going to be?
Color me beautiful.
Okay, hashtag color me beautiful. One of the things that I love how she has pivoted over the last few weeks is now, because we've had several men in our group and in some of the other groups that we're in, and she's been able to include that now. So that's a very smart choice, because sometimes men feel like they're left out and they need to look great too. And one of the testimonials that she gave a little while ago was, you got a client because what? You want to tell them that story?
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. We were out with friends, and I have a friend that's for the longest time had the biggest closet I've ever seen in my life, and it's an absolute chaos, and she wears whatever she feels like. And she's actually had the app for a long time, never applied it. And we had gotten together, and she couldn't stop looking at how my husband showed up. And I mean, we are friends, so it's okay. She wasn't trying to hook my husband in or anything. And she looked at him and she's like, "You look absolutely amazing." And like, "Wow, I look at your shoes." And you know, she was in awe. And he goes, "I just use my color app." So she immediately sent me a text and said, "We need to make an appointment. I need you to come over and help me get myself sorted out."
So there you have it.
Yeah.
So isn't that interesting?
Well, I definitely want an emergency complimentary session because I've got a hair appointment tomorrow. So
oh, that's very fast.
That's my first haircut in 4 months. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Oh, I bet you are.
As a guy, I have to jump in and say, since many years ago, I had a color consult, and it was eye-opening, because you got the natural light and the different colors, and seeing well, what was really amazing is what the colors that you were wearing did to your skin.
Mm-hmm. It absolutely does.
You realize just like, I look horrible. That color is gone out of my closet, you know.
Yeah.
So that's worthwhile.
And just so y'all know, I'm planning on working with her, because I know that I definitely need the help, and she's been on me about how washed out and my background and all kinds of stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting that done, so y'all be able to see a transformation before too long over here in this corner.
I am so excited because you are a beautiful woman and you need to shine.
Well, thank you very much. That's a nice way of saying you're looking like garbage, Nancy, on Zoom. So we need to fix it. I got that memo. I know. It's all good. It's all good.
I got your number.
All right. Let's see here. Balbir, come on down.
Okay. Sorry, my mind's gone blank. I've forgotten my name. So I'm Balbir, and I live in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And I've actually partnered with an organization who have dedicated to creating a world where everyone can access and afford legal protection. I can help you, your family, and your business have access to that legal system through a monthly membership that costs about a cup of coffee a day. Today, I'm actually on a mission to protect about 30 families, not about, but 30 families by the end of this month. Families and businesses, actually, who need coverage and protection. And that will also achieve my goal in getting senior director by the end of the month as well. And if you can think of anyone that might need to get their wills done or documents reviewed, or even just want to get protected because, you know, who knows what's going to happen. I mean, in the world, so many things are going on right now. It's actually crazy with people not having access to the legal system. And my mission is to actually help as many of those families get protected as much as possible. So who would like to help me get protected and support me or join me on my mission to provide equal access to all human beings? And my hashtag is justice to all.
Great job, Balbir. One of the things that she did today that nobody on this call has done yet, and she and I spoke yesterday, and I want to talk to you briefly about the importance of sharing our goals with one another. Like I said, we're all referral partners and we want to help each other. She has a big, solid, bodacious goal that she's trying to reach the next level in her company, and so she needs some help to get there. And so that's why she put her call to action like she did. And I would encourage you, don't be shy and don't be bashful, and let us know what you're trying to accomplish. She's trying to reach this goal. So everybody get out there. If you know somebody who doesn't have a will or wants some legal protection or whatever. And what is that bottom line wrong? How much is that per month? The bottom line one that you were telling me?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot to mention all that. That went out my window.
That's okay. I'm helping you out here.
Right. The lowest plan that anybody can get is $9.95. That's identity theft or a business plan, and it's available across Canada and the US. So everybody can take part in this program.
Okay, Kate reminded me she's got a little thing over here. Legal Shield has saved me money and problems. It's amazing service. Anybody else who's had experience with that, you need to put a comment over here or on her Facebook so that she can use that as a testimonial. And please, like I said, let's help one another reach our goal. Whoever you know, get them out there and help her achieve that. Who has some feedback that you can give Balbir on her pitch? Any questions about her business? Let me look here because I've got two different pages going on here. All right, Balbir, make sure that you put that in the chat if you haven't already.
Nancy, I just wanted to say, Balbir, you did fabulous.
Yes.
I know how stressful doing these are for you, and you did fabulous. And to everybody who's here, anybody who has kids, you've got to have a will. Anybody who has assets, you've got to have a will. And finally, if something were to happen to you tomorrow that you couldn't speak for yourself, if you don't have the power of attorney and the living will that Balbir provides, then somebody, you don't know who's going to decide what happens for you. You need those documents.
Okay, Balbir, for one of your other pitches, go back on this recording and get exactly what she said, because that's also another, those things that she just would get everybody's attention as well. So we're going to help you craft about 3 different ones, but I also think you did a terrific job.
Thank you.
And Balbir, that's a good point. Like if you're doing these events around Laurel's events, she's really big about wills and durable powers of attorneys and things like that. So kind of pick up on those things. And I agree to do like segmented ones. That was a good point, Nancy.
I just didn't want, I just didn't want to do a full presentation.
No, and that was my suggestion. And I wanted you to do it because I want everybody on this call, because there's a lot of us here, that we can help you reach your goal by the end of the month. And so that's why I suggested that.
Okay, thank you.
Helen, did you have something you wanted to share?
I was just going to say, Balbir and I have run into each other in a few networking events over the last little while, and I just wanted to say what a tremendous difference in your presentation from the first time I heard you present. And I also wanted to just give a suggestion about services that instead of comparing the cost of your membership to a cup of coffee, I wonder if it might be more effective to say a power of attorney can cost, you know, X amount, or a
comparison.
will can cost X amount, and you can actually get that for free with your membership. Like, that might be a little more impactful to people if they realize the value of going out and hiring a lawyer for one of those services. So just to compare that larger number, maybe.
Great job.
I
Okay.
think also if you can put the cost of the hour of a lawyer can be for a full year of legal shield.
There you go.
A lawyer can cost $300 to $600 or more, and just a full year can cover you all of that cost.
Go ahead, Claudio.
You know, one thing I think that a lot of people underestimate too, that even have the membership, like, you know, myself, is it's one thing to talk about, you know, yeah, you can save hundreds of dollars versus, you know, what you'd pay for a lawyer. But how many times could you have used legal advice or their services that you wouldn't even think of hiring a lawyer for? I had a dispute with a furniture company that took me 2 weeks and I got nowhere with it. Within 2 days, I had a check in the mail. Like, I would never have called a lawyer for that. I would just keep battling, you know, even if I had to drive down and stand in front of the store to get my money back. But this just saves a lot of time, and you use it a lot of times when you normally wouldn't have use a lawyer.
Okay, Balbir, there's a great example that you could also incorporate it into another pitch. You're doing these all the time, these events. So each time you can do something different. Use my buddy Claudio gave me a great example, and then just go into his little example. We can all resonate with that. So fantastic, guys. You gave her some really great ideas. Kathy, are you ready to present?
Which one? Me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm Kathy Scalzo, and I am a client retention specialist. So I help entrepreneurs retain more clients and get more referrals by building better relationships by sending actual physical cards and gifts in the mail. I mean, I'm talking like physical greeting cards that you can design any way you want to, all 4 panels of it. Or if you feel like you don't have time to do it yourself, you can just choose one that's already done for you in the system. So it's all about building relationships. We're here building relationships with each other because we're going to refer each other. But if you build relationships with all of your current clients, then they're going to be more likely to refer you to other people. And if you build relationships with prospects, even those that you don't think are your ideal customer, they know at least 250 people that might be your ideal customer. So you make them feel good, they're going to be more likely to refer you to your friends, to their friends. So we have all kinds of gifts that you can also send. This is a really cool little phone holder for your clients that like to do Facebook Lives, or it's also really good for Claudio's clients that like to fly. You can put it on the little tray table and watch your videos on your phone with it. And we have coffee mugs that you can design any way you want to. This is a really cool gift. This is a gratitude journal. So you can customize it with their name on the bottom, and you can put any picture you want on the little clasp there. So I have stainless steel water bottles, all kinds of fun things. So you really just want to build that relationship, get more referrals, because people are going to forget what you said, they're going to forget what you did, but they're never going to forget how you made them feel. So,
what about the brownies? Show the brownies.
Oh, sorry. Here's the brownies. This is one of our #1 gifts, actually, brownies. This is my granddaughter, so you can put whatever picture you want on the front of the brownies. Claudio's showing his card that he got from the company.
And I got one yesterday, and Olivia's got her gratitude journal, and I got mine yesterday, and I made a post about it. So they are very good quality cards. They're not, you know, cheapy or nothing like that. So I was happy when I got that in.
All right, so my offer is, it's normally $297 to set up a gold subscription plan, which is $49 a month. But for the month of June, we are waiving that $297 fee. So there's no fee. And then if you do have the gold subscription plan, you can be a referral partner for free for the first year. Normally it's $49.95 for a whole year to be a referral partner. You refer 4 people in any given 30 days and you get a bonus of $100. That's not counting all the commissions you get from that as well. So you can also just set up a free retail account just to use it for your personal use. You know, it's only $1.99 to send out your birthday cards or whatever. So I'd love to set up a time to chat to see if a free retail account would make more sense, or a subscription would make more sense to help you grow your business. So put in hashtag build relationships if you'd like more information. And I'll put my information in there.
Thank you, Kathy.
I have a question. Kathy, do they have a way that you can now set up cards in advance?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's going to
And
be
there's
very
no
helpful.
there's no extra charge for it either.
No, there shouldn't be, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, because you can set up your birthday cards in advance and never be going, shoot, I didn't get that done on time to get it there on time. And so I've
Exactly.
done that with different things, and knowing that I can do it in advance, that's a massive service. I love send out cards, love the quality. Yeah.
This is not send out cards. This is banner season.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
No,
okay.
that's okay. So I know I mentioned about the, no extra fee, because send out cards does charge extra if you schedule your cards in advance.
Okay, got it. I am so sorry about that.
Oh, that's
Nope,
okay.
that's all good.
I should have made it more clear, because a lot of people misunderstand me when I talk about it, because it is very similar, but banner season's more geared toward the business owner with
Oh,
the
I love that.
automation.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm actually
Great.
going to include.
I'd like to learn more for sure.
Okay, great. So I'm going to include a link for all of you to fill out, if you don't mind giving me your information, so I can send you a card to show you how the system works, and then I'll also add you to my birthday campaign.
Okay, and also, Kathy, you want to tell them you have a business partner, and in case they run into him and some of our other groups, so that they'll know that you're working together?
Okay, yes, my boyfriend is Brad Johnson, so he's promoting this as well. So don't worry about, not doing business with him, because you heard it from me first. Feel free to sign up with either one of us.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, Brenda, would you like to go next?
Thank you. So my name is Brenda Sheldrake. And have you ever, I'm in Toronto, Canada, have you ever done a flawless pitch for, I'm sorry.
That's okay, you've only said it 100 times this week.
Tracy,
Introducing Brenda Sheldrake.
Thank you. Have you ever done a flawless pitch that went so perfectly that you felt so fabulous about it, only to stop at the end and just wait and have leave the house or leave the meeting with no results? That used to happen to me all the time. And then I discovered selling on the spot marketplace. I help entrepreneurs to increase their sales by overcoming their fear of asking for the sale. So if you would like to have greater confidence, make more money, close more sales, and do it all ethically, efficiently, and effectively, then please attend my next Selling on the Spot Marketplace. It's this coming June 25th from 6:30 till 8:30. If you're interested in more information, please put hashtag Selling on the Spot Brenda, because we have 3 of our licensees in the room today.
Fantastic. And let me tell you, we're learning from the master right there. And I've met with Brenda, and I'm so happy to announce that she and I is going to be cooperating on that book project. And she's going to also be adding a chapter in there, as well as trainer Jane and a few others that are in this room. So I am tickled to death to be, and Kate, and be doing that. And we're so happy. I had to laugh when you stumbled on your pitch, because I'm telling you, she's done this like 100 times this week, and she is a true master. But let's go ahead and let's rip it apart, and let's help her out here. Somebody give her some feedback. Great job, Brenda. I'm just teasing.
Well, I should have been happy, because it was Tracy celebrating me that made me crack up. I should have been happy about it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Brenda.
Who can give Brenda some feedback? I'll talk about some of the things that she did right. How about that? She gave us a very vulnerable moment in her life and how she corrected it. Okay, you can use the same thing. We've all flubbed up, right? We've all made mistakes, and we've learned from some of those mistakes. So that is a very strong thing that you can use in a pitch. Just one of the things that you can use in a pitch. What else did you notice? Maybe we need to talk about that. What else? Everybody don't talk at once now. What are some of the tools that she used in her pitch so we can all learn from it?
Brenda, what I really like is your emotional wellness. Like, you're so beautiful in the way you laugh and smile and giggle. It's like very playful and gentle and fun. And it's so easy to instantly emotionally connect with you and feel really loved and serene. And so I always, every single time, and I've watched it a few times now, and Nancy's right, like, you are amazing at this. Even though you giggled on it, it's like I always feel immediately very well seen and like attended to and loved. Like, you're deeply nurturing. And so I just feel like I can come tell you any of my worst problems and you be able to fix it. Like, that's the kind of vibe I get. And maybe that's not specific, the formats of your pitching, but I say it has such a powerful impact on me every time I see you and you're just smiling. And it's like, it's just always so nice to see you. And I think that works in your favor. And that's all I really want to say.
Sarah, go ahead. Thank you, Mary. That's wonderful.
I love your backdrop. I have not mastered the green screen yet, so I don't have a backdrop, but it definitely tells me what you're doing, selling on the spot. And it's very attractive because to me, as a salesperson, making the sale is the goal that I like to hit. So I'm very interested in selling on the spot. So when I see your background, I say, I'm going to look into that to see what it's all about.
Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, Maestro, put your stuff in the chat. Last but not least, Miss Michelle, come on down.
Thank you, Nancy. Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle Lepashchik, and I help people optimize their sleep with a wearable neurotech patch, better sleep without any pills or any side effects. So I, for the first time last night, used that patch because my brain is going 100 miles an hour and I can't shut it off. Last night, I shut it off within 20 to 30 minutes. I was out cold. My son, who has general anxiety disorder, was put on lorazepam, and he now uses the patch. He falls asleep within 20 to 30 minutes as well and feels really good in the morning. He tells me, Mom, I'm feeling really good and refreshed. I'm like, awesome. Myself this morning too, refreshed. I'm known as a fireball. Well, let me tell you, I've got more fire in me now than ever. I'm also wearing the Meta Patch that we have, and the Meta Patch boosts your metabolism. I have a Fitbit, and I only put it on at 11:30 this morning, the Meta Patch. My calories, I burnt 917 calories already. Another patch I wear is the Immune Booster Patch, so it boosts my immune system. My offer today is 5 of the REM patches for $20 Canadian or $15 USD. Who would like to sleep better at night? Type in hashtag sleep well. Thank you.
Good job. Good job. All right, one of the things I liked how she did that. She brought forth all the different ones, and everybody's been asking her for about a week now or a little bit longer, have you tried that sleep one yet? And she hasn't had a chance to try it. So that was very cool that she was able to bring that in and give your example testimonial on there, because personal testimonials are always awesome. And it was brought to my attention. I do have 2 people still left, so hang tight. We're going to get to you, Bruce, in just a second. So I haven't forgot you. Thanks for reminding me when I do that. I'm trying to do better. But who has some feedback from Michelle? Anyone? Anybody have tried any of her patches that you'd like to give a testimonial, or her technology that she's using? Yes, Kate. You're on mute.
Okay. Yes. Fabulous product. I've had the experience of using the patch on the wrist and the strength and the energy that I felt. And it was amazing. I think they have really, really awesome products. And I also need to order some of those socks. So we should talk. Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I've used the original patch, and I've ordered my sleep patches, my REM patches, and also the meta patches from Michelle. I can't wait to get them. Can't wait for them to come in. My husband has a lot of trouble sleeping, and I'm hoping that it's going to be the solution that we've been looking for. And Michelle, the personal stories, I think, make your pitch.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm looking forward to, I've ordered them for my husband as well because he's got a lot of nerve damage and injuries from the war, and so I'm looking forward for both of them to try those out. So great job, Michelle. Tracy, come on down.
Well, hi everyone. My name is Tracy. I'm coming also from Toronto, Ontario. And my job, I'm a wellness advocate with doTERRA essential oils, and my job is effectively to help people feel better naturally. As simple as that. So if you've ever had problems sleeping the entire way through the night, right, like me, hands up if you are dealing with stress lately, with everything that's happening. Hands up if you're dealing with Zoom fatigue. Maybe you're losing focus because we're all here watching these tiny little screens every single day, right? I hear you, I understand. Or maybe you're somebody that has thought about getting rid of chemicals out of your house and cleaning with all natural products. That's something that I did. A number of years ago, when I was first introduced to essential oils, I was introduced to a friend of mine, by a friend of mine, when my daughter was having tremendous problems sleeping. She had developed a cough and couldn't get over the cough for months. It kept her up night after night after night after night. She had a lot of problems sleeping, and we tried everything from medicine, every doctor, every chiropractic, like everything under the sun. And a dear friend of mine gave me some lavender oil, and I put it in the diffuser, and after 2 months roughly of her not sleeping at all, she slept through the night. And after that I was sold, and I wanted to know more. And what I discovered was doTERRA has everything from oil bottles filled with gorgeous oils that they source from all over the world, where they partner with people all over the world to bring into your homes the most purest possible potent oils, because just because we can grow lavender here in our gardens doesn't mean that it's the most optimal soil to grow lavender in. So they partner with farmers all over the world and work with them to build cleaner waterways, schools, hospitals. So every time you buy a bottle of doTERRA oils, you know you're helping other people all over the world. In doing so, they're also the most tested and transparent set of oils in the world. You can look on the bottom of each bottle of oil and know that there's a batch number that you can trace and see every test that was performed on that oil, and know that what you're getting is something that is incredibly safe for you and your family. I would love the opportunity to work with each one of you to find a solution for whatever you're dealing with, whether it's sleep, whether it's stress, whether it's cleaning products, whatever it is. I would love that opportunity to work with you. I have 2 offers today. One is I have a class coming up on Monday night, and I'll put the invite in, where it's a basic class, just the basics that teach you how to jump off and get going with essential oils. And my other offer is that if you can't make Monday night's class, I would love to have a discovery call with you to find out how I can incorporate these oils into your life to enhance your everyday living. So that's it. Thanks, guys. Put hashtag doTERRA in the comments.
Well, I put a post up last week, I think it was, about that I wanted to learn more about essential oils because I know absolutely nothing. And Tracy and I hopped on a call, and we've had a chat and all this.
And yours is in the mail.
Looking forward to get with her. And guys, let me tell you, she doesn't look old enough to have all this experience, but she has got years and years and years of experience. And so I'm talking her into doing some more of these classes, and we need to get those monetized and get those up and running for her, because she is a wealth of knowledge, and she needs to be sharing that with everyone. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, you could be dealing with, the other oil companies and all that stuff, but what she has to offer is valuable to all of us, no matter what. So Tracy, I look forward to doing business with you and learning more, and thank you for joining our team, and we're so happy that you're here. Who has
so much.
Her offer and pitch was very crystal clear. I was right there listening. I did not even get bored one time. That's one of the things that I noticed. Sometimes when we're doing our pitches, we've heard them so much that we don't realize you really need to be watching the audience members and see how they're resonating with you. And that's why I try and tell you, don't multitask while we're on here, because we're building relationships, but we really need to be watching you and see how you're resonating with what it is that we're saying. Now, some of us are using our papers and we're still reading and doing that, so it's hard to do that. But one thing I noticed about her, she might have been doing it, but her delivery was so doggone smooth and clear, I could not tell if she was. And she gave us a lot of information. So with that, Tracy, I want to give you kudos on that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else have some feedback? Yes, Olivia?
I do have my notes.
I mean, I
We
just
couldn't
want to
tell.
say, Tracy, I mean, she's only been on what, 3 Zooms with us, and the progress is just tremendous. And I love your engagement, Tracy. I mean, you're putting the hands up. So wait for us, wait for us to put the hands up as well. So I think that's huge. She's asking those questions. She's looking for that hands up engagement because it's hard. It's hard to be in this virtual platform and trying to make that connection. So I really like that a lot. So keep on doing that.
Thank you.
That does bring me to a point. We ask questions sometimes throughout and we're not waiting or looking to see if anybody is responding. Or when you tell somebody to do it in the chat, you're not giving them a chance to, because that's distracting. Let them do the chat right quick. Wait, pause just a couple of seconds, then go ahead and continue your pitch. Thank you for that, Olivia. Anybody else have any feedback for her?
I don't have feedback, but Tracy is so generous. We did our call the other day. Right after the call, she had already so fast sent me like the information that I was asking about. I was asking about a couple of different recipes and things that she had, and she just gave them to me. She wasn't like, okay, you've got to buy these oils for me in order to get it. In fact, Tracy knows that I'm a client. So this is a perfect example of the whole thing of not feeling the competition thing. Tracy knows that I'm already a client of her company, but with a different rep. And she still sent me all the recipes that I asked for and all of the giving. So who am I going to refer to?
There you go.
You're so kind. You're so kind, Brenda. I really enjoyed our chat the other day. That was really fun. We actually lost complete track of time. It was great.
Well done. I actually am a fan of oils too and stuff. It's just lavender to help, calm down for sleep and that. And one of my favorite things is boiling water for rice. I put 2 drops of cinnamon oil in the water before I put the rice in, and it infuses the cinnamon into the rice. It's so delicious.
Oh, I've never tried that. I'll have to try that. That's a great tip.
Interesting. Anybody else?
Yes, just one last comment. So Tracy, I know that we have been working with Canva, so definitely why not create a little recipe PDF or a little recipe sheet we can send out to all the members here after the call. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll definitely do that. Thank you, Olivia.
The recipe cheesecake or whatever that you had posted on LinkedIn, just
that one?
PDF and send out to everyone. And everyone should be doing that. I think after all this call, you guys should all be just creating some little tip sheet or some little PDF or flyer, and we should be emailing them out. If you don't know how to do that, get with me. I'll teach you Canva.
There you go. There you go. Excellent. Bruce, come on down, buddy.
Hi. So yeah, with all my prior pitches and whatnot around wellness products and the mindset tool, I figure with this animated logo, I'm doing something a little different here. So do you have a logo for your business? And depending on the logo, it can be animated. Even your tagline can be animated. So in the case, like on some of the direct sales companies, they got their logo like doTERRA or any of those, but I'm not talking about, I wouldn't try to animate those. That's kind of protected. But if you got a tagline, even we can animate that, and you can use this unique image, whether you just to add a little pizzazz to your email or website or on LinkedIn. It's another way to help you stand out. So I showed you my 2 logos that I kind of played with and just to prove it out, but I haven't actually put it on my LinkedIn or anything yet. But I am offering a complimentary review of your logo to determine whether or not I would be able to animate it. And if I can work with it, the price would be, depending on how difficult it is, it'd be between $30 to $50 to do an animation. And this is an introductory price just to get my feet wet and explore this in more detail and see if I really want to continue this down that road. So who wants to become animated? Send me an email with your logo or tagline and let's talk. So #logo.
Very good. That was very clear, very succinct, and I can't believe it for your first time to do that. I mean, gosh, you like nailed every single piece there. The other thing that I want to encourage you is to make sure when you're talking to them, because you can use those as examples. So anybody's that you do during this introductory offer, use that like a testimonial example coming up. So then you'll have, I mean, I saw 4 or 5 hands go up. So once you get those done, you know, you can use that and we can show that to everybody. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yep.
Anybody have any feedback for Bruce?
Yes. So I want to say, you know, we're meeting every week on Friday. This is our standing appointment Friday, but the networking doesn't just happen on Fridays. The networking is every day of the week. Okay. So I really encourage you guys to follow up with every person here, you know, save the chat, download the chat, and really get together and have these ongoing conversations. I mean, Bruce came up with this idea because it's something I told him during our mastermind session. I mean, it just came about and I said, you know what, why don't we do this as an intro offer to everything else that you do? Because he's got this amazing computer background and he could easily animate the GIF. So proud of you, Bruce, for just jumping on that and just throwing it together. That's amazing.
Yeah, when we were talking and, you know, the mention to you is, you know, tagging me in that comment on LinkedIn, as I realized like, well, I know how to do that. I just haven't did it. So it's like, I'm going to play with that. And so, yeah, I figured why not just share the potential if you want to, you know, animate your logo and tagline, and let's see what we can do.
Absolutely. I thought it was very cool. Wanted you to share again, cooperative environment here where everybody is sharing what they're learning. I want to thank you guys for attending and sticking to us. Next week, we will strictly be on time, and we're going to be using the breakout rooms so that everybody gets plenty of time where we don't feel rushed. And we're not going to do this because our membership drive is still ongoing. I'm going to go ahead and post this one out there for everyone as a free video, but this one will be the last one. I said that last time, but after I got to thinking about this is our membership drive and it's not ending, and we had a lot of people that had to leave. Everything that we do is extremely valuable. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to see their own video and see how we critique. We'll have them in a room as well. Let me think of what else. Something interesting that Olivia is going to be doing next week is she has learned how to automate her PowerPoint slide and put it into a like a training tool. And so not only is she going to be presenting that way next week, but it's something that you can do for all of you who said that you didn't have a course or didn't have anything ready. Oh, we can get you ready in an hour. All you have to do is automate your PowerPoint. So I believe Bruce and her worked on that and they talked that out. And so I think this is a great tool. So again, model what we're doing. We're going to show you that next week. So is there any questions? Debbie, do you have anything? Again, thank y'all for sticking to us for this long. This is a long session. I know it.
I want to get in on that, make sure, you know, I'm interested in that co-op.
Okay. We need to, like I said, that Acera one especially, we've got to get our money together and get that bought and done for if we have enough interest in it, because that one's kind of one of the more pricier ones. And you know, my platform is going to get us all the way up to the point where eventually you can put your stuff on that platform. That's one of the things that they offer. And so, you know, if there is enough interest, we'll do it. Debbie, do you have anything?
Well, what a great session. Thank you, everybody. And we've got the marathoners here.
We do.
Just really quickly, Bruce, you messed me up by doing a different pitch today. But I want to tell you guys, I just signed up for his course that's there on his banner in the background, his Unlimited Potential. I'm loving it already, Bruce. It's awesome. It's like so fabulous. So if you haven't checked it out yet, do a call with him and find out more about that and look into it. It is really amazing.
Make sure that you save your chat. I just had to remind myself there. So make sure that you're saving your chat. Again, remember that our membership drive kickoff ends on Sunday at 5 o'clock. So if you want in on that fabulous $65 per year option, which I think by now y'all can see, I mean, I think you probably get way more than that just with your 15-minute consultation with me. Would you say yes? I know I give away a whole lot of good advice during that time, and we're able to really work with each other and bring value during that time as well. So with that said, make sure that you go and sign up for next week's Lunch and Learn Zoom Friday. Invite all your friends, bring somebody so that we can hit our magic number of 100. Then we're going to hop off to 500, and then hopefully we'll be there at our 1,000 mark in 6 weeks. All right. See y'all soon. Take care.
Bye now.